Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the historic Cardigan's Field.
Is swung hard, hit deep in the air to left center field. Left fielder looking up. This ball is gone. A home run. One sticks and deals. A pitch called third strike. Swing and a fly ball to left field. Base hit. Ball game is tied. Barney gets the job done. To the backstop. And now here's to go to second. Down the time goes into right field.
You know, defensively, Mike Affronti and Sean McGill have done a great job as shortstop and catching, respectively.
Fog here, it brings a tear to my eye, or maybe that's just the humidity. Anyhow, Nick,
That's in there, called third strike. Swing and a miss, strike three. In time, he got him.
Double play on that one.
So, strike him out, throw him out, double play.
Be heating up a little.
Perhaps if the score
Might be seeing a
8-4.
bench-clearing brawl one of these, the
1-0. Swing and a drive deep to left field. Way back. Run, he's being waved home.
Oh my goodness, that's a great catch if I ever saw one.
On the first double play. That is look out, and the Gulls lead it 10-1. And here's the throw to the plate. He got him in time. Gulls come into this game leading the NECBL Southern Division. There's a ground
and
ball.
that one is falls in for a hit. Of course, this is baseball, as we know. Anything can happen, and it's not over till it's over.
He's ready now. The 1-2 pitch. Sets, kicks, and deals. Swing and a miss, strike three. And this ball game is over. The second out there on the first double play. What a catch. 1-1 Wolves score. Here's the throw to the plate. It is not in time.
And it looks like they're trying the suicide squeeze, and it works.
At the deep left field. Way back. Way back. Send that ball to the light tower. A high fly ball. Deep to left field. Way back. Swing and a shot. Deep to left field. Swing and a high fly ball. Deep to center field. Way back. Home run. 3-run homer. Shortstop has it. Puts the second out there on the first. Double play. Here comes Locke. He will score. Swing and a line drive. Base hit to left field. Stanton did. Stanton rounding first, rounding second, on the way to third. Here's the throw to the plate. It is not in time.
Swing, and he strikes him out.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Call third strike. Swing and a miss, strike three.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss, strike three. So long, everybody. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome here to North Adams, Massachusetts, where tonight the Newport Gulls will be taking on the North Adams SteepleCats in Game 2 of the 2005 NECBL Southern Division Championship Series. Last night that you saw the Newport Gulls defeat the Cats 7-1 in Game 1 at Cardines Field in Newport. And a big part of that victory was Zach Clem in the last half of the first inning with a 2-run home run. Newport Gulls have scored a lot in the first inning. They've held their opponents to the fewest runs scored in the first inning. And of course, North Adams did not score here in the first. Once again, the 2-2. Swing and a drive to right field deep. Right fielder looking up. This ball is gone, a home run. Zach Clem on a 2-2 pitch. Sent that ball to the right field deep. And the right fielder, Josh Nicol, looked up, and it was way out of his reach over the 20-foot high fence. It scores Kyle Hankard and himself. The Newport Gulls lead it 2-0. Steve Holmes got the victory in the game, and tonight for the Newport Gulls, it will be Jeremy Hall on the hill trying to sweep their second straight playoff series. Should the Gulls win tonight, they'll have an off day tomorrow before facing either Keene or Vermont in the 2005 NECBL League Championship Series. If they lose tonight, Game 3, a decisive Game 3, will be played tomorrow night at Cardines Field. Again, we'll continue to cover all games for you in the playoffs here on the Newport Gulls Television Network. It was a great game last night. Here's a sight of the exciting conclusion. Strike call on the outside corner, and the Cats are down to their last strike. No, folks, I do not know what a SteepleCat is. No, I don't think there is such a thing as a SteepleCat. 2 outs, nothing into the count. The bases are empty. The Gulls lead 7-1 here in the top of the ninth. Lacey's pitch. Swinging a weak kick ground ball, bounce to third. Hags up with it, flies to first in time. The ball game is over. The Newport Gulls have taken Game 1 of the 2005 NECBL Southern Division Championship here at Cardines Field by a final score of 7-1. Game 2 tonight at Joe O Field. It's the Newport Gulls and their North Adams SteepleCats in the NECBL Southern Division Championship next, here on the Newport Gulls Television Network. And back here now at Joe Wolf Park in sunny, partly cloudy, and mountainous North Adams, Massachusetts. We're up here in the Berkshires and extreme northwestern Massachusetts with this incredible game that's about to take place before us. Game 2, the elimination game for the North Adams SteepleCats. This may be their final game should the Gulls take the victory tonight. The Newport Gulls have taken 4 straight from the SteepleCats after the SteepleCats started off the regular season 3-0 against North Adams. All of those games being played here. The Gulls are 0-3 in the regular season here at Joe Wolf, while the SteepleCats are now 0-4, including the playoffs, at Cardines. However, Newport Gulls, North Adams SteepleCats shortstop Chris Cates was the All-Star Game MVP, which took place at Cardines Field 2.5 weeks ago. It'll be the Newport Gulls and the North Adams SteepleCats here tonight. And by the way, folks, we'll tell you later on, we did find out what a SteepleCat is. We'll have a word on that for you shortly. For the visiting Newport Gulls, and here in Game 2, Newport Gulls are 3-0 in the playoffs thus far after sweeping the Danbury Westerners 2 games to none in round 1. 25-16 overall in the regular season. Newport Gulls leading off tonight will be the center fielder Scott Brown, batting second Jeff Miller, the second baseman. In the third spot, Kyle Hankard, he's a right fielder. In cleanup, Zach Glenn, the designated hitter, had a home run last night. Batting fifth, Blake Church, first baseman. Nick Burnham is the left fielder, batting sixth. In the seventh spot, back for a second season here in the postseason, Michael Afrani, shortstop. Third baseman Eric Hackstrom bats eighth, and the other returning goal for this season, Sean McGill, the catcher, batting .214, rounds out the order for Newport. On the mound tonight, right-handed pitcher Jeremy Hall will get the start and try and take Game 2. Newport Gulls are on a 7-game winning streak, hoping to win 8 in a row tonight. That's going back 4 games back into the regular season. Their coaching staff, number 25, Mike Coombs, is their manager. Josh Scott is the pitching coach. Marty Smith, the plays coach. For the home North Adams SteepleCats, their leadoff batter tonight will be Chris Cates, the shortstop. Batting second, Dexter Butler, the second baseman. In the third spot will be Chris Watts, the catcher. In cleanup, Nathan Sensing, the center fielder. The first baseman, Ryan Kraft, bats fifth. Scott Sutmeyer, the left fielder, batting sixth. Josh Nestor is a designated hitter in the seventh spot. And Paul Morgan, third baseman, bats eighth. Rounding out the order for the home North Adams SteepleCats, right fielder Mark Garofalo. Their starting pitcher tonight on the mound will be the lefty Jason Doherty. Doherty features a fastball, curveball, changeup, and slider, and pretty much throws anything just as well as his other pitches. He has the best ERA on the team. However, this is his first start since high school. He's a reliever, but the SteepleCats are plagued by injuries at this point in the season. They've had some really freaky injuries. They've had a lot of tough problems to overcome this season. It's a really strong team, though. They've stuck together, and it'll be Doherty trying to keep their season alive tonight. Their coaching staff, their manager out of Rhode Island College is Scott Vigilowak, and their coaching staff, running out their staff, Laz Gutierrez and Brian Borowski. Umpires tonight's game, three-man umpiring crew, calling balls and strikes behind the plate, Brian Worth. At the first base, Dan Strohmeyer and Alan Libadini is the third base umpire. That's how they'll line up for the game tonight. It'll be Jason Doherty, the left-hander, for the North Adams SteepleCats, facing Jeremy Hall, the righty, for the Newport Gulls. Lights are already on here at Joe Wolf Field in North Adams, Massachusetts. It will be, and as you can see, we do have a shot of the light tower. They are, in fact, Owen wasn't lying to you, folks. The Newport Gulls and the North Adams SteepleCats are next here on the Newport Gulls Television Network. First pitch of the ball game is in there for a called strike to Scott Brown. Doherty with the next delivery. Missing ball 1 outside. 1-1 the count. For the Newport Gulls here in the inning. The next pitch is missing low. It'll be Scott Brown, Jeff Miller, and Kyle Hank to lead off in the top of the first. Newport Gulls on this away game, their second away game in the playoffs, the pitch. Missing ball 3. Yes, it is. As the scoreboard catches up, 3-1. Hitters count to Brown. Doherty's pitch. Swinging a weak hit ground ball right to him on a bounce. He fired a first in time to beat Brown by a step for the inning's first out. First out of the game, here comes Jeff Miller. Miller batting .250 in the regular season. 1 home run, 10 runs batted in. After Miller, offensive leader Kyle Hankard. Doherty looking in. Almost ready now. Getting the sign from its catcher Chris Watts. The lefty winds, kicks, and deals. Swinging a weak hit ground ball foul up the first base line. 0-1 the count to Miller. The next pitch. Missing inside, ball 1-1 the count. 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Doherty working quickly his pitch. Swinging a weak hard hit ground ball to second. Up with the second baseman as it fires the first in time. Butler to Ryan Kraft for the inning's second out. 2 down, here comes Kyle Hankard. Hankard batting .383 in the regular season, 9 home runs, 36 runs batted in. Hankard in the postseason for the Newport Gulls has fared fairly well as well. Batting .538 in 3 games. He has 2 runs scored, 7 hits. Yet to have an RBI or home run though. He's walked once, struck out 3 times, ground to a double play. 0-1 now the count to Kyle. The pitch, swinging a high fly ball. Look out over in the press box as it lands behind us and out of play. We're not really in the press box here. We're sitting in folding chairs and folding tables just up the first base line. Maybe we can get a camera shot of our announcing booth as this inning concludes. The 0-2, up and away, ball 1.
That probably would have killed if you caught that.
Kyle Hankard levels the bat. Doherty ready now. The pitch. Missing low and away. 2-2 the count even on Kyle. Outfield back, infield squared away. Here comes the 2-2. Swing, a high fly ball to right field, but not very deep. The right fielder out there. And Garofalo puts Hankard away for the out that retires the side. The Gulls go 1-2-3 here in the first. After half an inning, the Gulls nothing. The SteepleCats coming up here on the Newport Gulls Television Network. Here once again at Joe Wolf Field in North Adams, Massachusetts. Chris Gates to lead off for the North Adams SteepleCats, a 5'4" shortstop, one of the shortest players in the entire league. He was the All-Star MVP, however. He stands in now, waiting the pitch from Jeremy Hall. Here it comes. In there, right down the middle of the fastball, strike 1.
I know, he's like, look at that. I remember I saw him down when we were...
Be Cates, Butler, and Watts due up here
He was running with it.
for the North Adams SteepleCats. Here in the last of the first, no score. In Game 2 of the 2005 NECBL Southern Division Championship. Already the pitch. Swinging a weak hit ground ball to third. Hackstrom up with it. Fires the first in time for the inning's first out. Gates retired 5-3. The batter now, Dexter Butler. In the regular season, batted .239. No home runs, 15 runs batted in. In the playoffs, Butler batting .235. Has 4 hits, a double, 1 run batted in. Batting here from the right side of the plate, facing the righty. Jeremy Hall. Hall with the pitch. Missing ball 1. next delivery, swinging a ground ball chopper. Franny has it on the move, fires the first. Good play. Franny had the range to his right to make that one, and Butler's retied 6-3. Here comes Chris Watts. Watts, batting .291, leads the team with 6 home runs. One of the league leaders in home runs this season. 23 runs batted in the regular season. Thus far in the playoffs, Watts batting .353, 2 runs on 6 hits, 2 doubles, and a run batted in. Batting here, a left-handed batter facing Hall, the pitch. In there for a called strike, says the home plate umpire Brian Worth. At first, Dan Strohmeyer. At third base, Alan Lombardi. Or Libardoni, I should say. Apologies. Hall's next delivery. Missing outside, ball 1. Count even at 1-1. Defense for the Newport Gulls. Sean McGill catching Jeremy Hall. Blake Church at first. Miller at second. Franny the shortstop. Hagstrom at third. The 1-1 pitch. Swinging up, pop, fly, back and over the light tower, out of play. Burnham in left, Brown in center, Hankin in right. Beautiful backdrop of mountains and whatnot here.
Why do you wear DC? Or audios. I'm getting audios.
The pitch. Swing and a high fly ball. Popped up, shallow center field out there. Miller makes the catch for the out there. He ties the side. 1-2-3 go the SteepleCats here in the last of the first. After 1, no score here on the Newport Gulls Television Network. Pretty good shot of the playground out there behind us. Some kids enjoy the slides and jungle gyms while this playoff game goes on just a few feet away. North Adams, Massachusetts, a beautiful town up here in the northwestern corner of the state. And as we go to the top of the second inning, still no score here. We've seen 3 up, 3 down for both teams in the first. It'll be the designated hitter and cleanup man, Zach Clem. Clem, Church, and Burnham, 2 up for the Newport Gulls here. Other action around the league today. It'll be Keene at Vermont, playing a 6:30 game. That game underway about 35 minutes ago. Perhaps a little bit more now. 0-1 the count on Clem out there for a second inning of work. The pitcher, that one swung on and missed. Strike 2, 0-2 from Jason Doherty. The next delivery, strike 3 called on the inside corner. And going down looking is Zach Clem. First strikeout of the day for either team. Clem retied on 3 pitches. Blake Church to bat now. Church. Flip my lineup card around. Blake Church batting .252, 1 home run. 20 runs batted in the regular season. Stands in the pitch, swinging a line drive, ripped into center field for a base hit. Church will hold up at first as it's recovered out there by Sensing. And the Newport Gulls have their first baser of the night, first hit. Church on it, the 1-out single. I'll bring up Nick Burnham. Burnham, in the regular season, had a .190 average. He's yet to hit a home run at all this season. He's knocked in 10 runs in the regular season. In the postseason, Burnham has fared all right. Nick batting .273 with a double, 3 hits. Burnham has scored a run this season in postseason play. He's ahead in the count, 1-0. Jason Doherty has pitched 3.2 innings in the playoffs. Ground ball chopper. Second baseman has it, flips to second out there on the first double play, and the inning is over. 4-6-3 inning double play as Burnham rounds out to retire the side after 1.5. The hit is harmless. Still no score here on the Newport Gulls Television Network. Here once again at Joe Bowl Field in North Adams, Mass. As no score, we go into the last half of the second inning. Heart of the order due up for the SteepleCats, Sensing Kraft and Sudmeyer. Out there for a second inning, Hall, his pitch. Swinging a fisted fly ball right side. Out there, Church, backpedaling, will make a catch and rolls to the ground for the inning's first out. One pitch, one out. Good play by Newport Gulls first baseman Blake Church. One down. So that'll bring up Ryan Kraft. Kraft, first baseman for the North Adams SteepleCats in the regular season. Batted .286, 2 home runs, 12 runs batted in. SteepleCats have been plagued by injuries this season, particularly late when they've needed players the most. They only have one bench player today at the pitch. Up and inside, ball one. Jeremy Hall fires, swinging a foul tip around the plate area. Count even out 1-1, 1 out, no score. Here in the home half of the second. Jeremy Hall, 4.19 ERA and 1-3 record in 10 appearances, made 8 starts for Newport in the regular season. He's got to pitch in the postseason. He's ready now, but 1-1 delivery. Strike call in the inside corner, 1-2. Hall, they record a save. Pitched 38.2 innings, giving up 42 hits, 21 runs, 18 of them earned. Walked 15, struck out 32, gave up 10 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs. Hit 4 batters, threw a pair of wild pitches. Count even at 2-2 to Kraft. Number 5 man in the lineup. The pitch, swinging a weak hit ground ball. Farney has it, will fly to first in time. So 2 down, bases remain empty, and Scott Sudmeyer will be the batter now. Sudmeyer, left fielder for North Adams. .265 average, 1 home run, 11 runs knocked in the regular season. In the postseason, Sudmeyer batting an even .250 with a run on 3 hits, a double, and a run batted in. Stands in from the left side of the plate, facing Hall. Here comes a pitch. In there for a called strike. 0-1. All ready. His delivery. Missing low and outside, ball one. Count even now, 1-1. Talking with the North Adams SteepleCats general manager prior to the game. The 1-1. Swinging a pop-up and foul back out of play over the dugout. Asked him where the origin of the word SteepleCat came from, and I was there with my associate producer, Ray Ballard Sr. We were both curious about the SteepleCat because I don't think there is such thing as a SteepleCat. Turns out there isn't. It's a made-up name just for this ball club, the 1-2. Swinging a high fly ball right center field. Center fielder out there, though, and makes the catch. Brown under it for the out. There he ties the side. 1-2-3 for the second straight inning. Go the Cats here in the second. After 2 complete, still no score here on the Newport Gulls Television Network. Some Newport Gulls fans made the trip up to the game today, about 20 or so. See a good shot of him there. First pitch to Michael Afrani. He's missing ball 1. It'll be part of the order due up for the Gulls here. Afrani, Hangstrom, and McGill. 7, 8, and 9 men in the lineup. The next pitch. Outside and high ball, 2-2 and nothing. Jason Doherty on the mound now. We have seen him pitch in relief this season against the Gulls. His 2-0 delivery. Swinging a miss, strike 1, Afrani. Chase a fastball low, 2-1. This is his first start since high school. He's always been a relief pitcher. Has not started for the SteepleCats this season. They're injury plagued. The pitch, swinging out a weak hit ground ball to short. Cates up with it, fires to first wide and gets away. And Afrani will advance to second on a ground rule double as that ball goes out of the ballpark. And some kids run over and recover it. Right behind us in our makeshift broadcast booth over here. So Michael Fernie at second. I'll call that an E6. Cates has not been faring so well since the All-Star break. So the batter now will be Eric Hagstrom batting here. Nobody out. A runner at second. No score to go. Certainly threatening here. Doherty in a jam that he did not really get himself into. That should have been an out. And here comes his catcher out. Chris Watts to talk with him. Defense for the SteepleCats. Ryan Kraft at first. Butler at second. Chris Cates a shortstop. Morgan at the third baseman. Sutmeyer in left. Sensing in center. Garofalo in right. And Chris Watts catching Jason Doherty. In the postseason, Doherty, in one appearance of relief, pitched 3.2 innings, 3 2/3 for you folks at home who don't know what 3.2 means, as that pitch is in there for a strike. Gave up 1 hit, walked 2 batters, and struck out 2, facing 13. From the set with a runner at second, his 0-1 delivery to Eric Hagstrom. Swing and a high fly ball to right field. The right fielder out there, about 5 feet shy of the warning track, makes the catch. Tagging in front from second, he'll go into third, and the throw is cut off. So Hagstrom retired. And Michael Fernie is now 90 feet from the plate with 1 out for Sean McGill. Fernie and McGill were teammates last season with the Newport Gulls. Mike Maha was on the team for 3 seasons. However, he left about a week and a half ago. He was signed with a pro ball team in the minors. So with Maha gone, McGill and Fernie are the only 2 remaining returning Gulls from 2004 when the Gulls made it to the LCS and lost in Game 3 to Sanford. Sanford's already been eliminated from the Northern Division playoffs. The pitch, low and outside ball 1. Tonight in Game 2, the Vermont Mountaineers, who lead the series 1-0, are playing the Keene Swamp Bats. We'll have results later. From the set, a pitch. In there, called strike on the outside corner. From Doherty, throws a fastball, curveball, changeup, and a slider. A lefty, very confident about his pitches. His 1-1 delivery. Swinging a foul tip back over the press box and out of play. He has the best run average in the team in the regular season. He calls himself a crafty lefty. A left-hander. He is very good at getting out of jams. He's been critical this season in the bullpen. The 1-2. Swing, a high fly ball to the left, under it. The left fielder, Sutmeyer, coming in now, makes the catch. Tagging in front, and he'll head back to third because he didn't have enough room to head home. That was a shallow left. And that's the inning's second out. So, 2 down, short, and the batter will be the leadoff man, Scott Brown. Sean McGill's retired. Brown bounced into a 1-3 ground out in the first inning. Oh for 1 tonight. He stands in, left-handed batter. Has a home run in the postseason, a solo shot. The pitch, up and away, ball 1. In the regular season, Brown had another home run. It was an inside the park home run at Cardines Field in Newport. A 2-run shot up the middle, the pitch, low and outside, 2-0. Well, Michael Fernie still at third. He has been picked off at third base once this season. In the 9th inning, in a critical game, I should say, at Holyoke, with the Gulls trailing the pitch. Up and outside. The Gulls went on to lose that game, 3-1. Gulls had the tying runs on when Fernie was picked off for the inning's second out. From the set, Doherty, the 3-0 pitch. Oh, that's on the outside corner, strike 1. Brown knew it. Hit his count now, 3-1. Infield takes a few steps back. Doherty looks in, now sets, and deals the 3-1 delivery. Swing, a drive to left field deep. Left fielder going back, looking up at the wall, and it is off the top of the wall. Fernie scores. Rounding second, Brown. He'll go into second with a 2-out RBI double. The Newport Gulls take the lead, 1-0. Scott Brown puts the Newport Gulls on top here in the third with an RBI double. That ball was about 2 feet shy of being a home run. Very short fences around the ballpark here. Even a home run ball could be taken away by an astute outfielder. The pitch, wild pitch, gets to the backstop, and Brown will go into third. That may be charged as a pass ball. We'll see. So the batter now, Jeff Miller, who bounces second in the first inning, 0 for 1 tonight. Once again, Newport Gulls getting it done with 2 outs. They scored all 7 of their runs last night with 2 outs on the board. They've been doing that all season long. From the set, Doherty's pitch. In there, a strike, counts even out 1-1. Was very far inside, likely will be charged as a wild pitch. The 1-1 is missing inside low. Ball 2. Doherty still working fairly quickly here, now has a 1-0 deficit to work with. From the set, the 2-1. Strike call on the inside corner, and it counts even at 2-2. Doherty in the regular season has 0.63 ERA, 4-0 and 16 appearances. All of relief. His 2-2 delivery. Just missed inside, ball 3, the count's full. After Miller, Kyle Hankadu up. Jason Doherty looking in, getting the sign from Watts. He's ready now. He sets, kicks, and deals. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. Miller knew it, and the side is retied. The Gulls trying to run around third. However, off the RBI double by that runner at third, Scott Brown. The Newport Gulls take the lead 1-0 after 2.5 complete here at Joe Wolf Field on the Newport Gulls Television Network. We go to the last of the third. Out there for another inning, Jeremy Hall to face Nestor, the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Nestor, Morgan, and Garofalo. Bottom of the order due up here for the Cats in the third. The Gulls bottom the order produced a run. The pitch, swinging a ground ball chopper foul up the first base line. Some real beautiful scenery here in North Adams, Massachusetts, with the mountains all around. The pitch, swinging a line shot right to the second baseman on a bounce. He fires the first in time. Miller to Church. 4-3 on the out. Strange position to call a game from. I don't have a good view of the ball here. My ground level, in fact. Just about everybody in the grandstand has a better view of the game than I do. However, there's no room up in those grandstands, which are pretty packed tonight for this playoff game, to put our equipment. So we're here on the... I could go up in the top of the dugout, I assume. Maybe I should have. It's too late now, though. The pitch is in there for a strike. To Morgan. Might have been dangerous. It's a sloping dugout. We do have our cameraman up there. The next one is missing inside, ball 1. Count even out 1 apiece. 1 out. Bases are empty. 7 straight sit down by Jeremy Hall in the Gulls defense. Best defense in the league, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 1-2. Hall looking for his first strikeout of the night. Paul Morgan, the regular season, batted .278, no home runs, 3 runs batted in. Didn't have much playing time. Again, the Cats have been plagued by injuries. The 1-2 pitch. Low and outside, ball 2. Dan O'Terry in game 2 at Rogers Park playing the Danbury Westerners. Nearly pitched a perfect game. Strike 3 call on the inside corner. And Morgan fans for the inning second out. There's the first strikeout from Jeremy Hall in that game. 4 nights to go. Terry pitched 8 innings. Gave up just 1 hit, which came in the 8th inning, and did walk a batter in the 4th. Then the Gulls had a reliever come in who struck out the side, the ninth, the pitch. It's on the inside corner, a called strike to Garofalo. So Newport's fared very well in the playoffs thus far. However, the Cats have had some troubles. The pitch. Swinging a foul tip into the mitt. 0-2. In the postseason, the Cats have had to play 4 games, including a round 0 playoff on neutral territory on Monday. The pitch. Missing inside. In that game, they defeated the Danbury Westerners 7-1. That's why they had to play the Manchester Silkworms, the number 2 seed. The 1-2 delivery, outside ball 2. Because Danbury and the SteepleCats were tied. And by playing that playoff game, it put them at the number 3 spot and Danbury at the number 4 spot. And of course, the Gulls took out Danbury. The pitch, swinging a weak hit ground ball right to front. He has it on the move, fires the first in time for the out there. He ties the side. For the 3rd straight inning, the SteepleCats go 1-2-3 here in the 3rd. We play 3 full, 1-0 Gulls here on the Newport Gulls Television Network. Cal Hankard to bat now. Hankard has fared very well as of late. Now has the highest batting average in the NECBL here in postseason play. The pitch. Swinging a hot hit ground ball to third baseman. Up with it, he has it. Fires to first in time. He bobbled it for just a moment and recovered. And Hankard's retired for the first time in this series. Hankard, if you recall, did have 4 singles last night as well as a walk. He went 4 for 4 in the game. Reached base 5 times. And gave him his postseason average of .538. He was also the Southern Division and overall batting champion in the regular season. Pitch, swing, a little looper down the left field line, but way foul into the bullpen and out of play. Zach Clem struck out looking instead of the first inning. Of course, Hankwood is also retired here in the first. He's 0 for 2 now. The pitch skips in there, ball 1. 1-1 the count, even to Clem. In the regular season, hit 3 home runs, all at Cardines Field. And a 2-run shot last night. The pitch, ground ball chopper, foul up the third base line. He's in a hold now, 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 out, and the Gulls on top, 1-0. Here in the top of the 4th inning, this game's been moving on rather quickly. Doherty's pitch. Swinging a foul back and out of play. No netting about the screen. However, here it is a real screen, not a chain link fence. And it's very close to our car, but we did drive up here. A 1-2. Just missed inside the fastball, ball 2. Real foul balls here as well, painted yellow. A warning track. It's an actual ballpark. You saw a shot of the scoreboard as well. Ground ball chopper by the second baseman. He can't get into right field. And in at first with his first hit of the night is Zach Clem. When we came in from the break, saw a pretty good shot of the scoreboard, and there's Zach Clem with the Gulls' 3rd hit tonight. Blake Church to bat now. Of course, the Cardines Field, the scoreboard isn't quite as informative as the board here. So Church to bat now. Blake batted .252, a home run. 20 runs batted in the regular season, and throwback to first. Hopping on the bag is Clem. Blake Church in the postseason batting .417. The pitch to him is on the inside corner, what they called strike. Church has scored 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 double. He's knocked in 2 runs in the second season. Now I'll throw back to first, and Clem is standing. Clem doesn't steal very often. Not sure why they're holding him so much. It is a close game, though. Trying to keep that runner away from scoring position. The pitch. Swinging a line drive up the left, and now will be through for a hit. Holding up at second, Clem, and in at first, Blake Church, back-to-back singles with 1 out here in the 4th. And the Newport Gulls have 2 on for Nick Burnham. Burnham ground to a 4-6-3 double play to end the 2nd. So Doherty in a little jam here. He's already down to a 1-0 deficit. This is a must-win game for the North Adams SteepleCats. Their season is on the line tonight. Should the Gulls lose, we'll play Game 3 tomorrow at Cardines Field. They would like a night off before the LCS, the pitch. In there for a called strike. Last season, the Gulls played 9 straight playoff games and lost the last 2 they played to the Sanford Mainers to lose the championship. Their bullpen took a beating, the pitch, inside for the ball. However, this season, they have had Monday off. They played Tuesday and Wednesday, won both games, had Thursday off, played yesterday, won. Hoping to win today, they're ahead right now. Should they win, they'll have tomorrow off before the LCS on Monday. Ground ball, or rather a low ball from Doherty, 2-1. Doherty comes to the set, checks the runner at second. It is 2-1 pitch. Swinging a hard hit ground ball to short. Up with on 2 hot skates. Fires the second out there on the first. Double play. And the inning is over. The Gulls do not score. For the second time tonight, Nick Burnham grounds out into a double play. This one 6-4-3. The Newport Gulls getting hurt by the double play here tonight in the second and fourth innings. However, they still lead it 1-0 as we continue on the Newport Gulls Television Network. Oh, you can see the Newport Gulls head groundskeeper as well as public address announcer Don O'Hanley among some of the Gulls fan attendees for this game. As that looks like Gulls GM Chuck Paver looking in and arranging his mustache, watching his team. Of course, the Newport Gulls, winners of the last 7 games going back into the regular season. As we go to the last of the fourth, the SteepleCats trailing it 1-0 in a very close game. They're still looking for their first hit. They come off the bat of Chris Cates, who was an all-star. Shortstop for North Adams, batted .248, no home runs, 11 runs knocked in the regular season. Hall with the pitch. Fastball down the middle, strike 1. Cates in the postseason, batting .222, 2 runs on 4 hits. That one gets away to the backstop, 1-1. SteepleCats just off of a very difficult series versus the Manchester Silkworms. They took the first game, Manchester, came back in extra innings in game 2 here at Joe Wolf Field. The pitch, missing inside ball 2. Then North Adams won 2 nights ago to advance to the Southern Division Finals. Very close game. They got the winning run, the eventual winning run home in the top of the ninth. Ground ball by Miller into center field for a base hit. And the fast-running Cates holds up at first. Well, there goes the no-hitter for Jeremy Hall. Of course, it's only here in the 4th inning. First hit of the night for the SteepleCats. First base runner as well for Dexter Butler now. Dexter, second baseman for North Adams. Batted .239 the regular season, no home runs, 15 runs batted in. Postseason play, he's batting .235. At the plate here, Cates at first. He's the tying run. Butler the go-ahead run. Hall from the set to the belt and to the plate. Low ball 1. Now it's a tied game most of the way against the Manchester Silkworms. And then in the top of the ninth, they got the go-ahead run home, 2-1. They held on to win it, eliminating number 2 seed Manchester. Cates goes, the pitch, swinging a line drive, now left field for a base hit. Cates hits second, goes into third, and he will be held up there. Runners at the corners with back-to-back singles given up to lead off the 4th here. Jeremy Hall in a jam now, and the lead is in jeopardy for the Newport Gulls as North Adams has runners at the corners with nobody out. So Chris Watts the bat now. Watts flew out to shallow right center. Miller, I believe, made the catch in the first inning. To end that inning, 9 straight set down by Hall. He's given up back-to-back singles here. Watts, a lefty, comes into the box. At third, Cates. At first, Butler. Watts, 291, 6 home runs, 23 RBIs, offensive leader. That pitch is in there for a called strike. In the postseason, Watts is batting .353. 2 runs on 6 hits, 2 doubles, and 1 run knocked in. He has a chance to get his second right here and tied this game up. The pitch. Swing and a drive in the center field deep. Scott Brown out there at the wall will make the catch. Tagging from third is Cates. He will score, and it is a new ball game here in the 4th inning. Cates crosses the plate. A sac fly RBI for Watts. They were notched at 1. Nathan sensing the bat now, the runner at first, 1 out. It's a less dangerous situation, however, still tricky for Jeremy Hall. That ball was hitting the perfect spot to get Cates home. Very deep into center field. No chance to throw out the runner at the plate. Here's the pitch. Low ball 1. About a 3.5-hour drive to get up here. We have a long drive home tonight. As will the Gulls if they have to play game 3 tomorrow. The running goes, the pitch, ground ball chopper up the middle in front. He has it. No play at second and fires the first in time. Well, they tried to hit and run there. And it paid off as now Butler is in scoring position. However, the Sensing retied 6-3. So Ryan Kraft will be the batter now, 0 for 1 tonight, bouncing short in the 2nd inning. Kraft, first baseman for North Adams in the regular season, got a .286, 2 home runs, 12 RBI. He stands in from the right side of the plate. Hall looks in, comes to the set. It is pitch. Missing outside, ball 1. Dexter Butler takes his lead at second. McGill goes over the sign. Is Hall ready? Low 1-0 delivery. In there for strike 1. Counts even. Oh, new ball game here in the 4th inning. We're tied at 1. After the Gulls got their first run in the 3rd inning. The pitch, swinging a ground ball fisted foul up the 3rd base line. He's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any more damage being done. 1-2 the count to Ryan Kraft. Butler tags the bat at second and takes his lead. All with a long look in now. He's ready. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Hall earns his 2nd strikeout of the night, but not before Chris Cates and Chris Watts with a sac fly RBI into center, scoring Cates, and these North Adams SteepleCats take the lead, or rather tie the score 1-1 here in the 4th inning. After 4 complete, we are now shut 1 as we continue on the Newport Gulls television network. Here once again at Joe Wolf Field in beautiful North Adams, Massachusetts. You know, I love living in southeastern Rhode Island, and I live in Tiverton. And Newport County is a very beautiful place, but up here in the Berkshires, it's great as well, with these mountain views all around us. Here in the valley at Joe Wolf Field, named after a famous advocate, volunteer recreation enthusiast here in North Adams. We're tied at 1 as we go to the top of the 5th. Michael Fernie, Eric Hacksham, Sean McGill due up. So a pretty good shot of our vehicles there. On your left of the screen was the bus that Gulls took to get here, and on the right was our vehicle, owned by Ray Ballard Sr., our associate producer and cameraman this evening. Tom Lemer on the directing. Myself, Nick Lemer, your host for this game, the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a drive into left field. The left fielder coming on will make the catch. Oh, not quite right to him. Going to make about 3 or 4 steps in. And Michael LaFarna retired for the first time tonight. He reached on an error back in the 3rd inning. Here comes Eric Hagstrom. Eric flew out to right in the 3rd. Doherty winds and deals. Outside ball 1. We're still working quickly here. Jason fires. And that's missing again. Ball 2, 2-0. 1 out, the bases are empty here in the top of the 5th. The Gulls, who took the lead 1-0. Now we'll have to try and take the lead again. The pitch. Outside. Corner called. Strike 2-1 to Eric. Doherty usually doesn't really pitch inside to batters. He's ready already with his 2-1. Low ball 2. Or 3, I should say. Hit his count now, 3-1 to Eric Hagstrom. After him, Sean McGill. 4 hits given up tonight by Doherty. The pitch, swinging a little looper right to the second baseman. Butler takes it for the inning's 2nd out. Oh, here comes Sean McGill. Flew out to left field in the 3rd inning. The Gulls in this series have scored all their runs with 2 outs. 2 outs now for Sean. He stands in. The pitch. Fastball missing inside, ball 1. McGill in his 2nd season for the Newport Gulls. Out of Boston College, the pitch is missing low. 2-0. Lives in Rhode Island, the 2-0 pitch. Swinging a foul, back and out of play. And bounces into the parking lot. Good-sized crowd out here for this playoff game as they fill the ballpark all around us. Doherty ready, the 2-1. Swing another foul, back and out of play. Counts even at 2-2, 2 men down. The Gulls scored their only run in the 3rd. In the 4th, the Cats came back, were tied at 1. The 2-2 pitch. Low ball 3. Newport Gulls and the Northam SteepleCats in Game 2, best of 3 series, Southern Division playoffs. The payoff pitch, swing a drive into right. Under it, Garofalo will make the catch. For the out, the retires the side. The Gulls go 1-2-3 for the 3rd time tonight here in the 5th inning. After 4.5, it's the Newport Gulls 1, the Northam SteepleCats 1 here on the Newport Gulls Television Network. Oh, I'm on TV, as are the fans behind me. As we are back here once again at Joe Wolf Field, and I can't say it enough, beautiful North Adams, Massachusetts. The sun has well set below the mountains and twilight is upon us here in northwestern Massachusetts and the Berkshires. About 10 miles to our north, the Vermont border, maybe 15 miles to our west, the New York border. Pretty nice ballpark nestled up here in the corner of Massachusetts. Nestor, followed by Morgan here. The pitch. And on the inside corner, a called strike. The next delivery. Strike call on the outside corner. I try to find Nestor's number. That doesn't seem to be his number, and I don't believe it is. That's Scott Sutmeyer, the pitch. Swinging ground ball, chopper, foul up the first base line. Guess the public address announcer announced the wrong batter. Should have stuck to my scorebook, which is correct. Sutmeyer is the batter right now. Nothing into the count. Bases are empty. Tied at 1. The pitch. Swinging on ground ball. Chopper. Second baseman Miller has it. Fires the first in time. So Sutmai grounds out. 0 for 2 tonight. Here comes Nestor, who bounced to second in the third. SteepleCat, they had a contest when they decided to start an expansion team here back in 2002. A contest to decide the name of the team. It had to have something to do with the town. There are 7 steeples over within a half a mile. Historic churches. The pitch is up and away. They decide to name the team the SteepleCats. Now they wanted to have a mascot, so it could have been Steeple Dogs, but they went with cats. Says the Cats GM to us prior to the game tonight. So there is no such thing as a SteepleCat, as we surmised all along. They just made it up, and now they are the SteepleCats. Pretty sure they're the only baseball team named the SteepleCats in the country, unless another expansion team has mocked them since then. 3-0 the count, the pitch. That's on the inside corner, called strike 3-1. Josh Nestor stands in Jeremy Hall. Gets some encouragement from a Gulls fan. The pitch, swinging a miss, strike 2. There'll be a full count now on Nestor. Outfield back, infield squared away. The crowd continues to fill in here at Joe Wolf. Hall with the payoff pitch. Swinging a foul back and out of play. Garrett holds at 3-2. One man down. Hall is slowed down just a little bit here in the last of the 5th. He's ready. He winds and deals. Outside low ball for a 1-out walk. And by Nestor, this is the first walk issued by Jeremy Hall. They go with 2 hits on the night. And Morgan will be the batter now. Paul Morgan struck out looking for the second out back in the 3rd inning. 0 for 1 tonight, Morgan. In the regular season, batted .278. No home runs, 3 runs batted in the postseason thus far, Morgan. Has a .154 batting average. He's recorded 2 hits, including a double. He's knocked in one runner. Runner at first here, the pitch. Low and outside, ball 1. So Nestor is the potential go-ahead run for the Northam SteepleCats. More insurance at the plate in the form of Morgan. A close game like this, tied at 1. Hall will have to be very careful the location of his pitches. 385 to center field here. 325 down the lines. Fence is only about 5 feet high. The pitch. That's on the inside corner. Strike 1, counts even. Now again, an astute outfielder can't take a home run away. If it's hit just over the wall. We don't see that at Cardines Field. The fence is at least 15, 20, actually all around the 20 feet high, in some places 30. Protect all the windows and of the homes that are nestled right up to Cardines. Population density isn't that quite dense here in North Adams. It's a beautiful town, though. 1 out, runner at first, he goes. The 2-1, swung on a miss, strike 2. McGill double clutches, fires to second, and not in time. Jeff Miller had no chance to get the tag. McGill threw in the second, now has a word at the plate umpire. Mike Coombs comes out to talk to him as well. What is this about? Coombs, manager for the Gulls, having a word with the home plate umpire, Brian Worth. Now he retreats now. I didn't see anything to argue about there. Perhaps he did. I didn't have the vantage point that he does. Oh, sort of. He's only 10 feet away from me. Still at the plate, Morgan, the pitch, swinging a drive to center field, coming on Brown, still coming on, can't get it, falls for a hit. And holding up at third, Nestor in at first. Morgan, third hit of the night, follows a walk for the North Adams SteepleCats. And once again, they have runners at the corners, this time with one out. For Garofalo, last time they had men at first and third, they scored a run. Go-ahead run, 90 feet from the plate here in game 2. Last night, the Gulls and Stephen Holmes blanked the Cats for 7 straight innings. Garofalo stands in from the right side of the plate. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Paul worries about Nestor, who walked at third. Morgan just had that single at first base. Front to set the pitch. Fastball down the middle, strike 1. Paul has 2 strikeouts tonight. Hoping to retire another batter at the plate here. A flyout probably wouldn't do it. Might get the go-ahead run home. The 0-1 pitch. Swing, a high pop-up. Look out up the right side and lands. Oh, pretty good bare-headed catch made just behind us for the, not for now, but for a souvenir, I should say. For the innings first souvenir. That's the first ball we've seen fouled back to the stands here in the last half of the 5th inning. Runners at the corners. Hall looks in, getting the sign from McGill. Garofalo levels the bat. Hall still looking in. Now ready. From the set. The 0-2 pitch. Up and away, ball 1 was a pitch out. However, Morgan wasn't very far off the bag. You gotta be careful here with the runner at third. A wild throw would get that run home. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. There's the 3rd strikeout of the night for Hall. Now 2 outs in the inning. And a sacrifice fly will no longer get the go-ahead run home. Still, though, a dangerous situation with Cates at the plate. Leadoff batter for the North Adams SteepleCats. Scored the only run of the Cats for the Cats in this ball game. Back in the 4th with a leadoff single batting here. 2 outs, runners at the corners. 1 for 2 tonight. The pitch. Off-speed pitch on the inside corner. Strike 1. Chris Gates goes to the University of Louisville out of Brandon, Florida. The pitch. Swinging a hot hit ground ball up the middle. Miller has it. Flips to a front for the other. He ties the side, and the run does not score. Well, the North Adams SteepleCats strand runners at the corners, do not score. We're still tied at 1 after 5 complete here on the Newport Gulls Television Network. Back here now at Joe Wolf Field. 1-0 now the count to Scott Brown. Leadoff batter here, the pitch. Swing, a high fly ball into center field deep. The center fielder going back there, trailing in at the warning track, will make the catch for the inning's first out. Brown on a 1-0 pitch. Hammered a fastball in the center up by the 385-foot marker, but not deep enough. And he's retired for the 2nd time tonight. Brown had the RBI double to get the Gulls, only run home back in the 3rd. We are here in the top of the 6th. We're tied at 1 apiece. Jeff Miller, the batter now. 0 for 2 tonight. The strikeout, the pitch. Squared for a bunt in there. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Miller, been the 2nd baseman for the Gulls for most of the season. Bellevue, Washington, was the Washington State University. 1 out, 1-1 the count now on Miller. The bases are empty. The Gulls trying to take the lead here in the 6th. The pitch. Swing and a line shot right past the shortstop Cates in the left for a base hit. And Miller on for the first time tonight in front of Kyle Hankard. With 1 out, that's the way for the Gulls to do it. Kyle, offensive leader for the Newport Gulls, just named NECBL Player of the Week for the 2nd week in a row and the 3rd time this season. Offensive Player of the Week for the entire league 3 times this season. That may be a new record now. I have to look into that. Miller at first, taking a short lead. Doherty has to worry about Jeff. And Kyle at the plate, the pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. It's getting darker here in North Adams. The sun is well set behind the mountains. In this high mountain air. On a warm night. No humidity here. Miller heads back to first. Anchored gets some encouragement from the Gulls dugout. One man out here. Doherty sets the 0-1. Missing inside, ball 1. Kyle, in the regular season, led the league in average, batting .383, tied for first in home runs with 9. Among the leaders in runs batted in with 36. Matter of fact, he was second. 3 behind Stefan Wilson of the Torrington Twisters. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. He falls behind 1 and 2. Hagood, with 9 home runs, is tied with Kyle Brault of the Vermont Mountaineers, who are playing their game today versus the Keene Swamp Bats. We do not have any report yet on the score up there in Northern Vermont, in the Northern Division Championship. Here it's the Southern Division Championship. The North Adams SteepleCats and the Newport Gulls. The runner at first, 1-1 to score. The pitch. Swing and a drive in the left field deep. Left fielder going back there at the wall. It's off the wall. Miller rounding first. He'll be waved home and now held up there as the ball is recovered out there in center field and gets away. However, the first baseman behind the plate recovers it, and Kyle Hagen's in the second of the double. 2-1 in scoring position with 1 out in front of Zach Clem. Single and a double, 2 straight hits given up by Doherty here. Miller was being waved home at first by third base coach Monty Smith, but then at the last moment he held him up there. So Hankard gets it done here, the double. His 5th hit in the last 2 games. He was 4 for 4 last night. He was 0 for 2 prior to that hit tonight. 2 men in scoring position. Clem at the plate has a single tonight and a strikeout. Zach Clem is at a home run in the postseason. Came yesterday at Cardines in the first inning. A 2-run home run. Saw it, the highlight of it in our pregame show. The conference ends as heading back to the dugout is Laz Gutierrez, the pitching coach for the SteepleCats. Doherty in a jam here, 2 on, in scoring position, 1 out. Home run hitter Zach Clem at the plate. Has a grand slam on the year. 2-run home run in the playoffs. Go with a 2-run homer and a solo shot in the regular season. Zach Clem has hit all 4 of his home runs against the North Adams SteepleCats, all within the last 2.5 weeks. The pitch, up and away, ball 1. It's a pitch out. No chance to get any runners. And they will walk him. They will walk Zach Clem here. They will not face him. He does have 4 runs against them. So, ball 2 outside. They're going to intentionally walk Clem to face Blake Church. Church on the night has 2 singles. Church batting .252, Clem .198. Those are the regular season averages. And here's ball 4. So, it's the first intentional batter walked that we've seen in the NGTN this season. So a single, a double, and an intentional walk. Blake Church will be the batter now. Church in the regular season had 1 home run. Batting here with the bases loaded. Doherty working with 1 out. He'll be looking for the double play ball. The lefty looks in. Now steps off. His time is called. Church needs another practice swing. Blake in the playoffs batting .417. Scored 2 runs on 5 hits. The pitch fouled, laced up the third baseline, and scatters the troops in the bullpen for the Northampton SteepleCats. Church, and postseason play has 5 hits, a double. 2 runs batted in. Miller at third, Hankard at second, and Zach Clem at first. From the set, Doherty, the 0-1 pitch. Strike called down the middle, 0-2. 1 out. It could be another out in a moment here. Doherty has been pitching well tonight. He's held the Gulls to 1 run. One of the most potent offenses in the league. The 0-2, up and away, ball 1. Of course, Newport's defense, the best defense in the league, has held the Cats to 1 run as well, and tied at 1. Here in the top of the 6th, the Gulls are threatening with 1 out, bases loaded. Blake Church at the plate, Doherty with the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a drive, the left field deep, way back, way back! It is caught at the wall, the left fielder, and the tying run will score. The left fielder, Sotomayor, just took a grand slam away from Blake Church. The go-ahead run scores, and the Newport Gulls lead it 2-1. That ball was about 2 feet shy of going over the fence and out of the reach of Sotomayor. However, he reached up and made the catch above the wall out and left. And Blake Church has a sacrifice fly and RBI. The Newport Gulls take the lead for the second time tonight. Now it's 2-1 Newport. Run is at the corners here as Miller scores. Church retied, 2 down. The batter, Nick Burnham, bounced into 2 double plays tonight. From the set, Doherty, the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Blake Church missed a grand slam by about 2 feet out there in left field. It was just within the reach of Sotomayor. Doherty sets and deals. Fastball missing inside, and Burnham twirls out of the way. 2-0. Runners at the corners, 2 outs now. The Gulls out to 2-1 lead and heading back to first. It's Clem. Here in the 6th, this is our Tigers TV crew power inning. A 3-2. That was a 2-0 actually, and then for strike 2 and 1. Tigers TV Crews and Network is the organization which brings to you all games on the Newport Gulls television network, operated by a group of students and members of the community. Out of Tiverton High School in Tiverton, Rhode Island, the 2-1, missing inside ball 3. And should the Gulls hit a home run in this inning, player hitting that home run will receive a free tape of today's broadcast. Runners at the corners here, 3-1 the count on Burnham, who's over 2 tonight. Doherty sets and deals the pitch. Strike call in the inside corner, 3-2. 2 outs, 1 run home here in the inning for the Gulls. They lead it 2-1. Both runs charged for Jason Doherty, who looks in, getting the sign from his catcher, Chris Watts. He's ready. The payoff pitch. Swinging a foul back and out of play. It's off the roof that protects the main grandstand. Very good crowd here tonight. Maybe 1,500 or more. Could be approaching 2,000. They watch Doherty come to the set again. Once again, the payoff pitch. Swinging a pop-up. Right side, fading foul out of play. Fielded by a couple of fans back there. Zach Clem will be taking his lead at first. At third, Cal Hankert, who doubled. 2 hits and intentional walk in this inning. The pitch is missing inside, ball 4. They're loaded up again, this time for Michael Affronti. First walk issued tonight by Doherty. In the inning that's seen a sacrifice fly RBI, almost a grand slam by Blake Church into left. Clem was intentionally walked, now stands in that second. Hankert, who doubled at third. Miller, who singled, scored with the go-ahead run. The Gulls lead at 2-1, and now Burnham's walked. Michael Affronti 0 for 2 tonight. 0 for 1 tonight. He's reached on an error by the shortstop, Cates. And here comes Scott Vigulak out to the mound. That'll do it for Doherty. So Doherty in his first start will leave here with a potential loss as his team is behind by 1 run. Bases are loaded. We'll have a new pitcher coming in now. I'll tell you about him in a moment. A pitching change coming to you from Joe Wolf Field here on the Newport Gulls Television Network. New pitcher out there on the mound for the Northam SteepleCats will be Evan Scribner. Scribner in the regular season, 3.62 ERA, 2-3 in 8 appearances, made 8 starts. As they go to their starting rotation here, Scribner had a complete game. Third best pitcher on the team as far as earned run average is concerned. 54.2 innings pitched, gave up 45 hits, 24 runs, 22 of them earned. Here's the pitch. Swing and a line shot up the middle. Out there, the center fielder he makes the catch. Makes the catch. On the go for the other, he ties the side. Michael Afrani swings in the first pitch, and the Gulls leave him loaded. And Scribner comes in, throws in 1 pitch, gets the out. However, the Gulls get one, take the lead 2-1. After 5.5 complete, the Gulls lead it now 2-1 here in the Newport Gulls Television Network. Here once again at Joe Wolf Field as we go to the last half of 6. Once again, the Northam SteepleCats will have to play catch-up in this must-win game for them. It's the elimination game. Newport on top, 2-1. A pitch. He's in there for a called strike to the leadoff batter here in the inning, Dexter Butler. He'll be followed by Chris Watts and Nathan Sensing. Butler, 1 for 2 tonight. Bounced to short and singled. Hall out for another inning. The pitch. Up and away, ball 1. Counts even. So Michael Afrani flew out to center. Wasn't deep, wasn't shallow. To end the inning. Gulls left them loaded. They've left 6 tonight. Or rather left 5. They left 5 men on base and have 6 hits. 2 runs for them. 1 error. 1 run. 1 left and 2 hits for the SteepleCats. 2-2 the count even on Dexter Butler. Jeremy Hall has a 1-run lead to work with here. The Gulls have only given up 2 runs. That pitch is missing low. 2 runs in their last 24 innings. If you include the entire postseason, Newport has only given up 4 runs in this postseason. And now 3.5 games. The pitch hits him. Hits him right where he carries his wallet. Oh, on a 2-2 pitch, Dexter Butler gets hit. Of course, Hall hit 4 batters in the regular season. Almost in the middle of a fight in this regular season finale with the Keene Swamp Bats over hit batters. So 6 batters hit in that game, 3 on each team. Both dugouts were warm. That was the most heated game we've ever seen. A lot of tension in that one. The Gulls won it on a walk-off 3-run homer by Kyle Hankard in the bottom of the 10th inning in that game. Came into the playoffs with a lot of momentum. They've won 3 straight. They're on top here, 2-1. In the last of the 6, runner at first, nobody out. The pitch. Squared for a bunt, puts one right up to the mound. Hall will fire to first in time. Butler's already at second. 1 down, runner in scoring position. The potential tying run is Butler. So Watts retired on a sacrifice bunt. Nathan Sensing to bat now. After him, Brian Kraft. Sensing 0 for 2 tonight. McGill has a brief word with Jeremy Hall. No action up in the bullpen for the Gulls, all for the Cats. Of course, North Adams now has a new pitcher in. Runner at second, Hall sets and will deal to the plate. Fastball on the inside corner, strike 1. Hall sets at the bill, his 0-1 delivery. Up and inside. The count's even at 1-1. Dexter Butler taking a pretty good lead at second, not being held on. Already the 1-1 pitch. Missing low and outside, ball 2 with a slider. 2-1 the count with a runner at second here, 1 man down. Sensing at the plate. Hall glances at Dexter, the pitch. Swinging a pop-up, maybe playable. McGill charging from the Gulls dugout and will make the catch right in front of the on-deck circle for the inning second out. So a foul out for Sensing. Here comes Ryan Kraft, 0 for 2 tonight. Ground out 6-3 in the second and struck out swinging to end the fourth inning. Kraft will be batting here, the man scoring position. His team down by 1 in Game 2, best of 3 series. With the Cats trailing the series, no games to 1. Here on their home field. The Gulls put an end to Danbury season on their home field on Wednesday night. Tonight, Saturday night, August 6, 2005. Jeremy Hall on the mound, the starter for Newport here in the last of the 6th, the pitch. Fastball outside, ball 1. In the postseason, Ryan Kraft batting 188. He has a double. 3 hits. Hall with the pitch. That's in there for a strike. Counts even out 1-1. Newport Gulls have made it to this level in the Division Championship Series for the Southern Division. Each of their 5 seasons in Newport, they've been defeated in the DCS only once. The pitch bounced in there. Ball 2. 2-1. 2 outs. Runner at second. SteepleCats. This will be their 4th straight season in the postseason since being started as an expansion team back in '02. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a drive. High fly ball, shallow right center, hankered under it. Calling and will make the catch as he takes a couple of steps back for the out that retires the side. The North Adams SteepleCats do not score. Strand a runner at second, and after 6 full, we go to the 7th. 2-1 Newport Gulls here on the NGTN Newport Gulls Television Network. Here once again, and Joe will feel the first pitch is outside, ball 1. The leadoff batter for the Newport Gulls here, Eric Hackstrom, bottom of the order, followed by the top of the order, Hackstrom, McGill, then leadoff batter Brown. Hackstrom sends that ball in the center field deep. Center field going back at the track, makes the catch on a line shot by Hackstrom. He's retied for the 3rd straight time tonight. Well, here comes Sean McGill. Sean, 0 for 2 tonight. A pair of flyouts. McGill batting here. The Gulls on top 2-1. The pitch is on the outside corner, strike 1. Sports 10 seconds of station identification here on the Newport Gulls Television Network. You're watching your flagship home of Newport Gulls baseball, Cox Cable, NCTV 18, Portsmouth. Strike 2 is in there to Sean McGill, the 0-2 pitch. Swinging on ground ball, chopper. Cates up with it. Will have to fire to first in time. Got the fast-running McGill by a step. So 2 down here. In the top of the 7th, the Newport Gulls do lead 2-1 here in Game 2 of the 2005 NECBL Southern Division Championship Series. The Gulls and the Cats both advance to this championship round. Newport, the reigning Southern Division champion, was defeated by Torrington Twisters in 2003. The pitch, swinging a weak hit ground ball. The third baseman can't get it. Cates backs him up and fires the first in time. Good play, Chris Cates. Made an error earlier today, had a good play there to retire Scott Brown on the first pitch, where the other retires the side. After 6.5, Newport Gulls still lead it 2-1 here on the NGTN. Good shot of the crowd here at Joe Wolf Field in North Downs, Massachusetts. Sellout crowd on hand tonight to watch this Southern Division Championship game. North Downs SteepleCats dugout on your screen, then the rest of the crowd down the third baseline. Some folks on the first baseline as well. And lawn chairs and beach blankets here. I guess you don't call them beach blankets in this part of the country. I just call them bathroom towels. Leadoff batter here will be Scott Sutmeyer. Sutmeyer will be followed by Nestor and Morgan. Sutmeyer 0 for 2 tonight. His team trails it by 1 in a must-win game for them. Hall's pitch. Hits him. Hits him on the, like right in the middle of the chest. So Hall hits his second batter tonight and he's 6th overall this year. Start off the 6th inning by hitting a batter. No, Nestor will bat now. Nestor walked in the 5th. Bounced the 2nd and the 3rd. Hey, Ghost fans, want to know more about the Newport Gulls, the NECBL, and Cardines Field in Newport, Rhode Island? Check out www.necbl.com and www.newportgulls.com for the latest news, stats, and standings. For more information about the Newport Gulls at Cardines Field, call 401-849-4982. That's 401-849-4982. Mike Coombs out there on the mound right now, along with most of the Gulls infield, trying to keep this game close. The corner infielders are in. Now they call in Michael Lafarney and Jeff Miller. Sean McGill out there as well. Here comes the plate umpire, Brian Worth, to break this up. First base umpire is Don Strohmeyer. The third base umpire, Alan Libardoni. Conference is broken up, and they'll stick with Hall. So, after he hits Suttonmeyer, he'll have to pitch to Nestor here. Nestor, a right-handed batter. Throw back to first, and diving in is Suttonmeyer. Josh Nestor, out of Nashua, New Hampshire, attends the University of Rhode Island. The pitch, bunts it fouled off the screen. A real screen here at Joe Wolf Field, not a chain link fence like we have at Cardines. It'd be nice if they installed the screen, it'd be easier to see behind the plate area. I'll talk to Gulls GM Chuck Paver about that for next season. We have our backstop camera, as you can see on the screen as well. From the set, Hall, the 0-1. No, squares for bunt again and takes it inside corner for a call strike, 0-2. Runner at first, nobody out. Sutmeyer, who was hit by a pitch, is the tying run. Go ahead run at the plate. Here in the last of the 7th. Hall looks in. Comes to the set. His 0-2 pitch. Missing. Where is that pitch? Ball 1-2. This is the 2005 NECBL Southern Division Championship. Game 2 here tonight. The Gulls lead the series 1-0. The Cats must win to survive. The pitch. Swing and a drive into center. That ball will fall for a hit. Scott Brown takes it on a hop. Holding it at second will be Sudmeyer. And after a hit batter, Jeremy Hall gives up a no-out single to Nestor here. 2 on. McGill out again. Mike Coombs and the Gulls dugout glares down in his bullpen. Well, the batter now will be Morgan. Morgan on the night. Singled and struck out. Confidence is broken up. Hall has a few more words with one of the best defensive third basemen in the league, Eric Hackstrom. Here comes Mike Coombs out now. This may do it for Jeremy Hall. Hall is signaling, or rather, Coombs is signaling to the bullpen. I'll keep it here for a moment. This may do it for Jeremy. So we have a new pitcher coming in, a pitching change coming in in this game from Joe Field here on the Newport Gulls Television Network. once again at Joe Field. We're here in the last of the 7th. Runners at first and second, and nobody out. For the North Adams SteepleCats, they trail the ball game 2-1. This is a must-win game for them. New pitcher out there on the mound with the second pitcher of the night for the Gulls, Billy Muldowney. Bill Muldowney has a 2.91 ERA, 3-0 record in 8 appearances, made 5 starts for the Newport Gulls in the regular season. He pitched 34.0 innings, gave up 29 hits, 13 runs, 11 of them earned, walked 8, struck out 38, gave up 5 doubles, a triple, 4 home runs, threw a pair of wild pitches and hit 4 batters. Throws a few more practice pitches up there on the mound to warm up. Billy Muldowney comes in off the bullpen here in relief. Jeremy Hall is responsible for runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the home half of the 7th inning in North Adams, Massachusetts. Game 2 of the 2005 NACBL Southern Division Championship Series. Should the Cats win tonight, Game 3 will be played tomorrow at Cardines Field in Newport. We'll have the game for you. 6:35 p.m. start time. Muldowney's all set. I have a brief word to go over signs with McGill. The infield in as well. Trying to keep the Gulls on top here. They lead it 2-1. Well, the infield conference isn't sitting well here with the fans. They want to see a ball game played. It is necessary, though, here. A very dangerous situation. At second, Sotomayor, who is hit by a pitch. Nestor at first, who singled. Now a brief word from Morgan with the third base coach, Scott Vigulak. Hall is out of the game. It's up to Billy Muldowney right now. 2 on, nobody out. And he stares running back to second. The crowd is getting restless. We haven't seen a pitch thrown to the plate in about 6-7 minutes here. Morgan, 1 for 2 tonight. A single or strikeout levels the bat. Muldowney comes to the set. He squares for the bunt. The pitch is in there for a called strike, 0-1. McGill out for another word. This defense is the best in the league. They have turned a triple play this season, the Newport Gulls have. Lead the league in double plays turned. Muldowney ready. Checks the runner at second, Sudmeyer. The 0-1 pitch, the infield is in, and a throw back to second, gets away, gets by Miller, and into third. Both runners advance. Foot race to the back at second, not in time as Miller dives in. 2 runners in scoring position. And the crowd cheers as the throw in a second got away from Miller. This game could take a turn for the worse here. The Gulls lead it 2-1. Nobody out. Runners at second and third. 0-1 the count on Morgan at the plate. You've just seen a drastic momentum change without any runs being scored. 1 little play at second. Muldowney ready, taking his time. Morgan steps up to the plate. Billy looks in, getting the sign from McGill. A long look in now. Checks the runner at second. The 0-1 pitch with 2 on in scoring position. Missing outside, ball 1. Sudmeyer at third, Nestor at second. Gulls lead it 2-1, but there are no outs here in the last of the 7th. That's the way the Cats have been playing the postseason thus far. A 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. Chased a splitter low, 1-2. Cats had to play comeback against Manchester 2 nights ago. off a great, very close series, a hard-fought series with the Manchester Silkworms. Defeated by the Gulls last night, 7-1. Played by injuries this season. They've had to overcome many obstacles. The pitch. Swing and a drive in the center field. Coming on Scott Brown. He will not get the ball. Lands the throw. 1 run will score. 2 runs score. Or 1 run scores. 1 run scores, and they have tied the score here. 2-2. A single, RBI single for Morgan. And when notch at 2, still nobody out. Morgan gets it done. The little blue pit into right center field into the gap. Brown charged on. He couldn't get to it. His only option would have been to dive, but 2 runs would have scored if he had done that. So he played it safe and let it bounce in front of him. Runners at the corners now with nobody out at the plate. Garofalo 0 for 2 tonight. Bounced a short, struck out. Billy Muldowney looks in. So Jeremy Hall can't get the win now. Muldowney comes to the set. His pitch. Missing, ball 1. There's a little flare off the bat of Morgan. Tie this game back up. Well, 1-0 pitch. And therefore a strike, counts even out 1-1. At third. And the crowd didn't like that one either. This crowd's really into this game now, being fairly silent throughout the whole thing. But tied at 2, the pitch. Check swing, a foul it around the plate area, 1-2. At first, Morgan. At third, Nestor. Sutmeyer has scored. We're tied at 2 here in the last of the 7th. Still nobody out. However, Garofalo behind 1-2. Billy Muldowney came in relief of Hall, who hit the first batter he saw and then let Nestor single. The pitch up and away. Ball 2. Playoff baseball here on the Newport Gulls television network. And this is starting to become a ball game here. Hall flies back to first and hopping back on the bag, Morgan. Garofalo in the regular season batted 177, no home runs, 10 RBI. The pitch. Strike 3 called down the middle. As the first out of the inning, still 2 more to get. The Gulls have already surrendered their 1-run lead once tonight. They've done it again here in the 7th. They came back, took the lead 2-1 after tripping out 1-0 in the 3rd inning. The Cats scored a run in the 4th to tie it, 1 apiece. Gulls took the lead again in the top of the 6th, 2-1. And now we're tied at 2 here in the 7th. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Chris Cates at the plate. Cates on the night, 0 for 2. Throw back to first, and the runner standing. He's 1 for 3, actually. He's single in the 4th. Bounced into a fielder's choice to end the 5th inning. The pitch inside, almost hit him. Ground out 5-3 to start off the ball game. And the last of the first for the SteepleCats. Runners at the corners, they lead. Muldowney with the 1-0. Up and away, ball 2. 2-0. Charged with a blown save here. The 2-0 pitch. Strike call down the middle, 2-1. Game on, a very difficult situation with runners at first and second. And nobody out. Gave up an RBI single to Morgan. Struck out the next batter he faced. Garofalo, top of the order, due up now. Cates and Butler, 1 out. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two. Gage with a big cut on that. They're on their feet in the SteepleCats dugout. The crowd cheering on Chris Cates. All-Star Game MVP. Well, Downey fires back to first again, running back standing. Billy Muldowney looks in, gets a sign from Sean McGill. Comes to the set. The 2-2 pitch. Missing low ball 3 with a slider, and the count is full. A walk here would load the bases for the first time tonight for the Cats and bring up Dexter Butler with some power. Once again, Billy, this time the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Muldowney. And there are 2 outs in the inning. Gates chase a good sinking fastball from Muldowney. Dexter Butler will bat now. 1 for 2 tonight. Was hit by a pitch in the 6th inning. A single bounced to short. Still, Nestor at third, Morgan at first. Go-ahead run 90 feet from the plate for the SteepleCats. It's a must-win game for them. Muldowney checks the runner at third, sets, and deals. Strike call in the inside corner at the knees, 0-1. In the regular season, Butler batted .239, no home runs, 15 runs knocked in. Muldowney ready. It's working fairly quickly here out of the bullpen. The 0-1 pitch, instead of throw back to first and diving back this time. Morgan. Metal bleachers are rumbling in the distance. Muldowney's 0-1. Missing inside, ball 1. 1-1, the count evens up. Outfield deep. Infield back as well. Church is holding Morgan at first. Muldowney with the 1-1 delivery. Swinging a pop fly, look out. Back behind us and out of play. 1-2. Ray Ballard Sr., a cameraman, says into my earpiece that I almost hit his car. Not even close, Ray. Not even close. About 100 feet off. Dexter Butler takes a couple practice swings outside the box. Now steps in. Muldowney back on the mound. Runners at the corners. 2 down. 1-2 the count. They've scored 1 in this inning. We're tied at 2. Muldowney trying to keep them to that 1 run. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 straight strikeouts for Billy Muldowney. And Muldowney does it here. He does give up the tying run, however, that's all the Cats get. After 7, right now notched at 2 as we continue on the Newport Gulls Television Network. This copyright telecast presented by the authority of the Newport Gulls and the New England Collegiate Baseball League on an exclusive agreement with the Tiverton Tigers TV crew, Newport Gulls Television Network, and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game cannot be disseminated without the express written consent of the Newport Gulls, Tigers TV crew, and the Commissioner's Office of the New England Collegiate Baseball League, and it exists solely for the entertainment of our listening and viewing audience. As we go to the 8th, we're now tied at 2. He'll be up to the middle of the order for the Newport Gulls. Jeff Miller, Kyle Hankert, and Zach Clem in the top of the 8th. Pitcher out there on the mound will be Evan Scribner, out for another inning of work in relief of Jason Doherty. I haven't given you a line on Scribner yet. He's a very good pitcher, righty. So just finished his sophomore year out of Central Connecticut College out of Washington, Connecticut. 6'2", 180 pounds. Facing Miller here. This is Scribner's first appearance in the playoff. No, it's not. He's made one appearance. A start. He is in the starting rotation for the SteepleCats. However, this is a must-win game for them here tonight. The 1-0. Swinging a high fly ball, shallow center field out there. The second baseman, Butler, makes the catch for the out. 2 pitches, 1 out. Here comes Kyle Hankard. Hankard has a double tonight, 1 for 3. Leads the league in batting average right now in the postseason. Led the league in batting average in the regular season. He was up above the 400 mark for a while. NECBL Player of the Week 3 times this season, including the last 2 weeks in a row. He's batting here. Scribner about to wind up with the pitch. Here's a very strange motion as he goes into the lineup. See if we can get a close-up on him. Scribner fires. Fastball, about 90 miles per hour, in there for a strike. In the postseason, Scribner, who again has a very strange windup. You don't see that too often these days. Fires in. In there for a strike, nothing in 2 to Hankard. Falls behind quickly. 6.00 ERA, no record in 1 appearance, 1 game started in the playoffs. 6 innings pitched. The pitch is missing low ball 1. Gave up 7 hits, 4 runs, and 4 earned runs. No walks. Struck out 6 batters in his start earlier. The pitch. Swinging a foul back and out of play. 1-2 remains to count on Hankard. Scribner looks in. Evan gets a sign from his catcher. The pitch. Swinging a foul tip in and out of the mitt. Hankard just did stay alive. Chris Watts couldn't hold on to it. Scribner in the regular season had 3.62 ERA, 2 and 3 in 8 appearances, made 8 starts, and 1 complete game. Swinging a line shot by the diving second baseman Butler into right field, and Kyle Hankard is on with his second hit of the night. With 1 out here, the Newport Gulls are trying to get something going. Zach Clem to bat now. 1 for 2 with a single. Was intentionally walked in the 6th inning to load the bases. And Church came up with a sacrifice fly to score Miller from third. So the Gulls took the lead 2-1. We're tied at 2 here in the 8th. So Zach Clem stands in, has some power. I'd like to score Hankard in himself here. The pitch. Off-speed pitch on the inside corner, strike 1. Scribner in the regular season pitched 54.2 innings, giving up 45 hits, 25 runs, 22 of them earned. Walked 8, struck out 48, gave up 7 home runs, leading the team in that category. A triple, 4 doubles. The pitch, swinging a foul tip into the dugout of the SteepleCats. Fortunately, no one was sitting there. Scattered a couple of folks, though. Looks like their team trainer as well. We're tied at 2 in the 8th. 1 out, runner at first. Hankard. Scribner looking in. The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. Zach Clem didn't like it, but he heads back to the dugout. And Blake Church will have a chance here with 2 outs. The smoke from the concession stand blowing over center field now. As the temperature cools down here in the mountains, the mountains have disappeared in the distance. We could be in the field of dreams for all I know. No city lights here, except off towards the northwest. The pitch to Church. Missing inside ball 1. Could be a cornfield on the other side of those light towers. Just absolute darkness behind them. Behind them is actually large mountains. The pitch is missing low, ball 2. Beautiful city here, North Adams, Massachusetts, the largest city in the northwestern corner of the city, of the state, I should say, on the Vermont-New York border. The 2-0. In there, 2-1. About 7 steeples off to a left. That's half of the SteepleCats name. The 2-1. In there, strike 2. Counts even at 2-2. 2 outs, runner at first here. The other half is submitted by a fan before the team was even created. They are looking for names for the team. And fans said SteepleCats. Okay, we'll call ourselves the SteepleCats. The 2-2 pitch. Outside, ball 3. Count is full. After Church, Nick Burnham. Anchored at first. Scribner fires in, and it's a strike 3 called down the middle. Back-to-back strikeouts looking for Evan Scribner here. The Gulls strand a runner. We go to the last of the 8th, and we're still tied at 2 here on the Newport Gulls Television Network. Here once again at Joe Bull Field in North Adams, Massachusetts. We're tied at 2. We go to the last of the 8th. Billy Muldowney out there for a second inning of relief. He came in with 2 runners on and nobody out. Gave up the tying run in that inning. Then proceeded to strike out 3 straight batters. Muldowney hoping to keep this game close. We are tied at 2 in the last of the 8th. The North Adams SteepleCats on the verge of elimination here. However, they're still alive. They're going to try and take the lead here. Force a game 3 tomorrow, which will be played at Cardines Field in Newport. We'll have the broadcast for you on the NGTN. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the Newport Gulls Television Network.
You're watching your flagship home of Newport Gulls Baseball, NCTV, Cox, Channel 18.
Leadoff batter here will be Chris Watts, followed by Sensing and Kraft. As we go to the last of the 8th, Muldowney ready from the set. The pitch. Missing outside, ball 1. Watts on the night and a sacrifice fly, run batted in. Sacrifice bunt to advance the runner in the 6th, who did not score though, and flew out to second. The pitch. Swinging a foul off the top of the screen. Hits the draping American flag tapestries they have up there. 1-1. A backstop camera shakes as the screen was hit. Nobody out, bases empty. And the last of the 8th, but tied at 2, the 1-1. Check swing, he went around, 1-2. Muldowney has had mixed duties with the Newport Gulls this season. As a starter, as a reliever. His 1-2 pitch. Just missed outside, ball 2. On deck, Sensing. 0 for 3 tonight. First, the 2-2 pitch to Watts. Swinging a foul tip to the backstop. A lot of foul territory behind the plate here. Almost looks like Yankee Stadium. Must be 40 feet to the backstop. Cardines Field has about 9 feet. Cardines has less foul territory in the combined infield space at any other ballpark. That didn't make any sense. The 2-2. Ball 3 low. Cardines Field has less foul territory than, let's say, the interior of a dugout at any ballpark. No matter how big the dugout is. That still didn't make any sense. Waiting a 3-2 pitch here. From Muldowney, here it comes. Swinging a hard shot up the middle. Front, he scoops it and fires the first in time. Good play. 6-3 on the ground out. Newport Gulls, the best defense of the league. That's what's kept them in this game here tonight. Newport Gulls have committed the fewest fielding errors, have the highest fielding percentage of any team in the league, turned the most double plays. Their pitchers have struck out the most batters looking. They've turned a triple play this season against the Pittsfield Dukes. The batter now, Nathan Sensing, 0 for 3 tonight. Pair of flyouts and a ground out. The pitch, missing low, fouled out in front of the Gulls dugout to McGill for the second out in the 6th. Each team has scored twice tonight. The Gulls in the 3rd with a run. The Cats fired back in the 4th. The Gulls got the go-ahead run home again in the 6th inning, and again in the last of the 7th. The Cats scored it again. It was a squander, though. Had the makings of a big inning. The 1-0 pitch to Sensing. Check swing and appealed to the first base umpire. No, he didn't go. This is Dan Strohmeyer. 2-0 the count. Billy Muldowney has slowed down his pace a little bit here in the 8th. His second inning of relief. His pitch. Low and outside, ball 3. On deck, Ryan Kraft here with 1 out. Nick Lemer and the Newport Gulls Television Network, Tigers TV crew. Tom Lemer on our director station, Ray Ballard Sr. on our camera tonight in this away game, the 3-0. Strike called inside, gives strike call from Brian Raff. Hitters count now, 3-1 for Sensing. Kraft awaits on deck. Billy Muldowney trying to work the count back up. He's ready now. His 3-1 pitch. Swinging a hot hit ground ball, foul up the third base line. The count's full. Watts worked the count full, grounding out to Fronte for the inning's first out. Billy Muldowney checks his shoe. Now steps on the hill. Looks in, gets the sign from Sean McGill. He's ready. Comes to the set. The payoff pitch. Swinging a high fly ball, but fading away foul over by the daycare center behind us. Count holds 3-2. We have official attendance report here. 1,586, 1586, 1586 the attendance here tonight. What's going on here? Like the plate umpire needs some new baseballs. Outfield deep. Infield back as well. Hitting room in left center for Sensing. Muldowney with the payoff pitch once again. Swing, a high fly ball to left field deep. Left center fielder Brown dives. Did he come up to the ball? Yes, he did. For the inning second out. Good play. Scott Brown charging on, dived, and just did come up with it. 2 outs. All bases remain empty. And Ryan Kraft is over 3 tonight. Or bat now. Kraft in the regular season at 286 average. Hit 2 home runs. Has a strikeout tonight. Bounced to short, flew out to right. The smoke on the concession stand where they're grilling cheeseburgers I can smell from here is fading over to the home plate area. A cool night here now after a warm afternoon. 2 outs, Muldowney's pitch. First pitch is in there for a strike to Kraft. Cool breeze blowing in now as the temperature drops into the lower 60s. Should have brought gloves. We're not used to that in Newport this time of year in August. The 0-1. Missing low and outside, ball 1. Here in the last half of the 8th inning. We're tied at 2. Game 2. A must-win game for the Cats. The pitch. Inside. 2-1 now the count on Kraft. In the night for the Gulls, we'll have Burnham, Affronti, and Hagstrom towards the bottom of the order, due up in the 9th inning. May have a long way to go in this ball game at the pace it's at right now. The 2-1 pitch. Strike called down the middle. We're even at 2-2. Two down, bases are empty. Tied at 2. 2-2 the count. Deuces are wild here in the last of the 8th. Muldowney sets and deals. Swinging a foul, tip to the backstop, just did stay alive. But maybe 20 or so Newport Gulls fans made the trip up here. Chuck Paver, Don O'Hanley among them. Saw Ron Westmoreland as well. Old Downey ready. The 2-2 to Kraft. Swinging a little looper in the right field. Off the glove of Miller. Hankard scoops it up and in with a 2-out single, Ryan Kraft. That's the potential go-ahead run. Another run comes to the plate in the form of Sudmeyer. Sudmeyer. 0 for 2 tonight, was hit by a pitch, flew out to center, bounced to second. Batting in, the runner at first. He can give the Cats their first lead of the night right here. With one swing of the bat, Muldowney ready. Low pitch to Sudmeyer. Sinking fastball low outside. 1-0. This game got underway a few minutes late, just after 7 o'clock. The 1-0 pitch. Swinging a pop fly back and out of play. It's a few minutes before 9:30 now. Or well over the 2-hour mark. 1-1 the count, even to Scott Sudmeyer, runner at first. Here in game 2, a must-win game for the SteepleCats. Their season is on the line right now. They only have 4 outs left before we go to extra innings. A pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 2. If the Gulls do not come back in the 9th and take the lead, and the Cats don't come back in the 9th and take the lead, we will go to extra innings and bring every inning to you until our crew passes out. Old Downey ready. The 1-2 with the runner at first. Missing outside, ball 2. Even if I have to hold the crew at gunpoint, we will continue to bring this game for you. Southern Division Championship. Now they've been loyal to me all year. The 2-2 pitch from Billy Muldowney. Fastball just missing outside, ball 3. After Sudmeyer, it'll be Josh Nestor. Billy Muldowney has a glare at Kraft at first base. He's the go-ahead run. We're tied at 2 in the last of the 8th. 2 outs. Muldowney with the payoff pitch. Ball 4 outside. Didn't get the call. Another fastball. Just missing. Runners at first and second now with 2 outs. A single and a walk. Nestor to bat. 1 for 2 with a single and a walk tonight himself. Nestor, designated hitter tonight for the Cats, batting .226, 1 home run, 9 runs batted in the regular season. They will get actions up. The Gulls will have action up in their bullpen. Runners at first and second, 2 out. The pitch, swinging out, weak hit ground ball, foul up the first base line. Didn't get all of that one.
Douglas!
Could be Stephen Douglas getting up. But perhaps not. Stephen Douglas is an outfielder for the Newport Gulls. I was wrong. Douglas just threw in that ball that was fouled up back into Gulls pitching coach Josh Scott, the pitch. Up and away, ball one. 1-1 now the count to Nestor. Can't quite see who's warming up in the Gulls bullpen here. Which is off to our right. 2 on, 2 out. Muldowney checks the runner at second. It is 1-1 pitch. Low ball 2. Billy Muldowney comes to the set. His 2-1 delivery instead. I'll look back to second. Well, he got the first 2 outs. After striking out the last 3 batters he faced in the 7th, he did give up the tying run in relief of Hall, who hit the first batter he saw, and Nestor then singled. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, even at 2-2. So they get the tying run home in the 7th. Here in the 8th, 2 men were retired, and Kraft singled. Muldowney walked Sutmeyer. Facing Nestor now. Season on the line for the SteepleCats. The 2-2 delivery. Swing and a check swing bouncer. Up fair at the first base line. Toss to first. And Muldowney drops the ball. Everybody's safe. Everybody's safe. Muldowney couldn't get a grab on it. Blake Church had to dive to get it. And tossed up to Muldowney. Michael Afrani gives a word to him of encouragement to keep him in this game. A little bounce dribble up the first base line off the end of the bat. And here comes Josh Scott out to buy some time. The action isn't ready yet in the Gulls bullpen. Bases loaded, 2 outs. That's the first error tonight committed by the Newport Gulls, and it is a costly one. That should have been the out that retires the side, and instead we have a SteepleCat on every base. Tied at 2. Here in the last of the 8th. This is the way they've been playing their playoff games versus the Manchester Silkworms, and Manchester lived to regret it. They're now out of postseason play. The Gulls lead the series 1-0, best of 3. So the Cat season's on the line. Right now, though, things look pretty good for them. Even with 2 outs, bases loaded, McGill out to talk with Muldowney. At third, Kraft who singled. Sutmeyer walked at second. Nestor has just reached an error by Billy. At the plate, Morgan has a chance to give them a lead with 1 swing of the bat. The pitch is missing inside, ball 1. Morgan did join the team late. Batting 154. 1 run batted in the playoffs. The pitch, check swing. It's in there for a strike. Counts even out 1-1. 2 down, bases loaded. Notched at 2. Here in the last of the 8th, Muldowney trying to work out of a jam. After Morgan, Garofalo. Billy gets his eye from his catcher, Sean McGill. Comes to the set. Low 1-1 pitch. Low and outside, ball 2. 2-1. The crowd picks up their activity. Muldowney checks the runner at second, at third. The 2-1 delivery. Swinging a foul back and out of play. Oh, count will be even at 2-2. 2 men down. Muldowney has not given up a run in here in this inning. He's loaded the bases on a single, a walk, and an error. After 2 outs had already been recorded. They're ready. Morgan at the plate. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Billy Muldowney with his 4th strikeout retires the side. Here in the 8th, after some very scary moments, the SteepleCats leave them loaded. We go to the 9th, still tied at 2 as we continue on the Newport Gulls Television Network. Well, we go to the 9th inning here at Joe Wolf Field in North Downs, Massachusetts. The pitch is in there for a called strike. Nick Burnham. Burnham of Fronting Hacksham due up here in the top of the 9th as the Gulls will have one chance to take the lead in this ball game before we go to the last half of the 9th, which will be a very scary last half. The pitch, outside ball 1-1-1. It is a must-win game for the SteepleCats, so they're hoping for another chance to come back in the 9th with a tied score and then take the lead with a walk-off of some sort. The pitch, swinging a hard hit ground ball by the third baseman in the left field, a base hit. Nick Burnham gets a cheer from Gulls GM Chuck Paver, who's here to watch this game with some other Gulls fans. He's on at first with a leadoff single. Go-ahead run for the Newport Gulls. Michael LaFronte to bat now. Fronte 0 for 2 tonight. Reach on error by the shortstop in the 3rd. He later scored. Let's see. Will that do it for Evan Scribner? No, it won't, but the entire infield comes in now for a conference. In the top of the 9th, the Northam SteepleCats are in trouble. A runner at first, nobody out. A must-win ball game. There is no tomorrow for them, should they lose this game here tonight. If they win, we will play Game 3 tomorrow night at Cardines Field in Newport. Decisive Game 3. Gulls lead the series 1-0. Newport just swept the Danbury Westerners 2-0. Other action around the league tonight. Vermont won last night over Keene 7-5, trying to sweep the Swamp Bats. The pitch. 10 squid for a bunt. It's in there for a strike as didn't pull the bat away. Nothing in 1 to count. Fronting gets some cheers from his own dugout. Looking in for the sign, Scribner came in relief of Doherty 3 innings ago. Runner at first, nobody out, the 0-1. Bunt, Fronting puts out a very good bunt, and Scribner now fires the first just in time for the out. And there will be an argument here. The Gulls dugout explodes in this very close game. Mike Coombs out there very quickly to argue. The Newport Gulls dugout really had some words about that one. It's a little dribbler right up to the mound. A pitcher threw to first. There'll be a conference now between the umpires to see what the base umpire saw and the home plate umpire. It's Dan Strohmeyer on your right, talking it over with Brian Rath. Mike Coombs awaiting his answer. And Michael LaFronte is out, and the Gulls dugout did not like that call. Well, a runner at second with the 1 out. LaFronte on the oath to make the base on the bunt, but does get the sacrifice, advancing Burnham. Well, Eric Hacksham at the plate. Takes the first pitch. Stands in from the left side of the plate. Scribner's 1-0. Outside, ball 2-0. Runner at second, Nick Burnham. Tied at 2 in the top of the 9th. Scribner's pitch, swinging a pop fly back over the press box, out of play. So it'll be a 2-1 pitch to Eric Hagstrom. Scribner looks in. Evan is ready now. Comes to the set. Checks Burnham. The pitch. Outside, ball 3. Hitters count 3-1 for Hagstrom. When the regular season had a home run. yet to hit a long ball in the postseason. Here in the top of the ninth, a must-win game for the Cats. They're trying to keep the score even at 2. Been even almost all night. The 3-1. Strike call on the outside corner, and the count is full. Motions are running high in this game, this late stage. Burnham takes his lead at second. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the inning's second out. Agstrom has run up. And the Gulls in danger of a squander here after Burnham single to right to start off this inning. Or rather, single to left. 2 men down. Sean McGill to bat here. 0 for 3 tonight. McGill had 2 home runs in the regular season, including a 3-run shot in his first at bat at Cardines Field in the first inning. It's a returning Gull on opening night. The pitch. In there for a strike with a changeup. McGill against the Danbury Westerners in the top of the ninth inning. In game 2, in a 3-run homer to put the Gulls on top 8-0. They went on to win that game 8-0 and advance to this round. The pitch is missing inside. The count's even at 1-1. Runner at second, Nick Burnham. From the set, Scribner, the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a foul tip off the backstop, 1-2. Here in the top of the ninth, Scribner sets the 1-2 delivery. Swinging a high pop-up. Playable on the infield. Under it, the first baseman makes the catch for the out that retires the side. The Gulls strand 1, they've left 6 tonight. We go to the last of the night. Still tied at 2 as we continue on the Newport Gulls Television Network. A view into the press box here at Joe Wolf Field as the internet broadcaster, public address announcer, official scorer, and general manager all up there. Watching this game tonight, it's been a close one all along. New pitcher out there on the mound for the Newport Gulls, Travis Webb. Webb has pitched 1 inning in the playoffs, struck out the side in the last of the night to put an end to the Danbury Westerners season on Wednesday night. 1, 2, 3 faced 3 batters, struck them all out. Webb, very good relief pitcher for the Newport Gulls, who try to keep the score even at 2-2 here. Here in the last of the ninth, due up for the North Adams SteepleCats will be the number 9 man, Garofalo, followed by leadoff batter Chris Cates, and then Dexter Butler. On the night, Garofalo, yet to reach base, 0 for 3 at the pair strikeouts, bounces short. Garofalo can win this game and send them into game 3 tomorrow at Cardines with 1 swing at the bat. Travis Webb looks in. His pitch. Fastball outside, ball 1. Webb is a strikeout pitcher if ever there was one. He can give up a long ball every now and then, the 1-0. Low and outside, ball 2. They're on their feet in the North Adams dugout. Webb has a 1.59 ERA, 1-1 in the regular season. The pitch. That's in there for a strike, 2-1. Made 11 appearances, all in relief. Pitched 17 innings, giving up 11 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned. Walked 7, struck out 25 in 17 innings. The 2-1. Swinging a foul back and out of play. Webb gave up 3 doubles, no triples, no home runs. A wild pitch hit 2 batters. The 2-2 delivery. Strike 3 called right down the middle. Garofalo strikes out for the 3rd time in a row. So here comes Chris Cates. Cates on the night has a single, a strikeout. He has scored a run. But tied at 2 in the last of the ninth. The lefty, Webb, fires, and it's a fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. Travis Webb, real control pitcher. Probably the best control on the team, the 0-1. Missing just outside, ball 1. Gates was taking that pitch no matter what. A 5-foot shortstop, 5'4" shortstop stands in and he follows that one to the backstop. 1-2. Tied at 2, bottom of the 9th inning. Here at North Adams, Massachusetts, the pitch is missing, ball 2. Joe Wolf Field, downtown North Adams. On the border with Vermont and New York, here in the mountains, the 2-2. Swinging a weak kick ground ball up with it. Axum will fire to first in time for the out. Cates retired 5-3. Here comes Dexter Butler. Dexter, 1 for 3 tonight with a single. A strikeout was hit by a pitch. Newport Gulls have used 3 pitchers tonight. Jeremy Hall got the start. Billy Muldowney came in relief. And now Travis Webb here in the 9th. Should we go to extra innings, it'll be top of the order. Do it for the Gulls in the 10th. Base is empty, 2 outs. The pitch to Butler is missing, ball 1. Some of the crowd here, 1,586 has left. Most have remained, the 1-0. Swinging a ground ball, chopper, bounce to third. Up at the Hagstrom, fires to first, in time, inning over, we go to extra innings. For the second time here in the postseason, the North Adams SteepleCats will go to extra innings. First extra inning game in the second season for the Newport Gulls. After 9 full, we're still tied at 2. We go to the 10th here on the Newport Gulls Television Network. So for the first time in the postseason, the Newport Gulls will go to extra innings. Newport Gulls on the season are 2-3 in extra innings in the regular season. The North Adams SteepleCats are 3-2 in the regular season. After 9 innings are complete in the postseason, they are 1-0. They defeat the they're 0-1. The Manchester Silkworms defeated them on Wednesday night to force a game 3. So 0-1 in the postseason are the Cats in extra innings. Leadoff batter here, Scott Brown takes the first pitch, low ball 1. Out there for another inning of work, second pitcher of the night for the Cats. Evan Scribner, his pitch. Low ball 1. Check, that is a pitching change. I should have noticed it faster. It's Tom Venedum. So Scribner's night is done. Tom Venedum looking into Scott Brown. The 2-0 pitch. Missing outside, ball 3. 3-0. The Gulls are on their feet in their dugout. Some fans have left, most remain. The 3-0. Strike call on the outside corner. Tom Venedum in the playoffs. 0.0 ERA, no record in 3 appearances. So that pitch is ball 4. He walked him on 5 pitches. So Brown earns the leadoff walk here. And the batter will be Jeff Miller. On the 9, Miller has a single. 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Venedum has recorded 2 saves in the postseason. 2.2 innings of work. 2 2/3, in other words. 1 hit, given up. That was a double. Struck out 2 batters. The pitch. In there for a strike. Miller will be bunting here. Try and get that runner into second. Brown at first. Tom Venedum getting the sign from Watts. He's ready. Here in the top of the 10th, we're tied at 2. Throw back to first, and back there standing Brown. The Gulls have their rally caps on. All their hats are upside down in the dugout. The 0-1 is missing. Ball 1. 1-1 now they count. To Jeff Miller. Virginia looks in. Miller levels the bat. Now squares the bunt. The 1-1. Bunts it. Good bunt up the third baseman has it. Flies the first in time, and Brown gets the second. So the rally caps all upside down in the Newport Gulls dugout. Runner at second, 1 out. We're still tied at 2 here in the 10th. Cal Hankett to bat now, and Watts has a word with Venedum. First baseman in there as well. Hankett had a 3-run walk-off home run in the bottom of the 10th versus the Keene Swamp Bats in the regular season finale on July 31st. A week ago. 9 home runs in the regular season total, the pitch. They're going to walk Hankett here. They're going to walk Cal Hankett to face Zach Clem. Clem was intentionally walked already once in this game. I don't know the logic in this. So the runner at second. Clem has just as much power as Hankett does. In college, Clem had a lot more homers than Hankett had. However, here comes ball 3. Oh, and ball 4. So Kyle, with his second batter, intentionally walked tonight, and he reaches base for the 3rd time. He had a single and double. Here comes Clem, struck out in the 2nd, looking. Single in the 4th. Intentionally walked in the 6th, struck out looking again in the 8th. So Venedum will pitch to him. Runners at first and second, 1 out. They're looking for a double play. Kyle, sometimes pretty hard to double up. He can take off if he wants. I don't know if they'll try a double steal with the game this close, though. The pitch. Low, ball 1. The rally caps are all on for the Gulls. They'll all stand on their feet in the dugout. Venedum comes to the set, the 1-0. In there for a strike, counts even at 1-1. 1 man out, runners at first and second, tied at 2 here in the top of the 10th. Venedum sets, kicks, deal. Swing and a drive in the left center field. Left fielder going back there at the wall, and this ball is off the wall. It will score the go-ahead run. The throw is way offline, and the Newport Gulls lead it 3-2. Zach Clem with a wall ball single stands in at first. Gulls lead it 3-2 here in the 10th. They take the lead for the 3rd time tonight. Clem gets it done here with an RBI single. That may be all the Gulls need. 1 out. Runners at first and second now. Clem at first. Cal Hankett at second. So the intentional walk didn't pay off. Zach Clem missed a home run by a few feet. Ball is off the very short fence out there. All the Newport Gulls have their rally caps on. I'll be putting my rally cap on as well. So Venedum gives up the go-ahead run here in the 10th inning. At the plate, Blake Church, the pitch. Missing ball 1. 3-2 the score. The Newport Gulls lead it. They've taken the lead here in the top of the 10th inning. Runners at first and second, 1 man out. Tom Venedum sets and deals. Low, ball 2, 2-0. That pitch is lined up the third base line, foul off the end of the bat. Monty Smith tried to make a play on it, couldn't get to it. 2-1 now the count to Blake Church. Newport has taken the lead here in North Adams. We're in the 10th, 3-2 the score, 2 on, 1 man out. Church at the plate from the set for Needham. The 2-1 pitch, swinging a pop fly back over by our car and landing behind it and out of play. That car gets damaged. I don't know how we're going to get home tonight. It's a good 3.5 hours. It's already almost 10 o'clock. We still have to break down all this equipment after the game is over. It's not over yet, though. Still have the last of the 10th to get through. The pitch, swing and a high pop-up. Shallow left center, now shallow right, as the second baseman makes the catch for the inning's second out. So 2 down now as Butler puts away Church. Still runners out first and second for Nick Burnham. Burnham has bounced into 2 double plays tonight, walked and singled. Cal Hankett has 2 rally caps on. Oh, that's not Cal Hankett, never mind. Cal Hankett is still on base. Runners at first and second. 2 outs now in the top of the 10th. 3-2 Gulls, the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Season on the line for the North Adams SteepleCats. From the set for Needham, the pitch. Low, ball 1. That's Eric Hagstrom with 2 rally caps on, 1 forward, 1 backward. From the set, Tom Van Needham, the 1-1. Low, ball 2. If you don't know what a rally cap is, it's taking a ball cap, flipping it upside down, and placing it at the top of your head. That's what all the goals look like right now. Van Needham sets and the deals the 2-1. Swinging a hard hit ground ball. The first baseman stabs it and will flip to Tom at first. In time for the out that retires his side. And Nick Burnham didn't like it. He thought he beat it out. However, the goals go down here in the 10th. We go to the last half of the 10th as the Newport Gulls have taken the lead 3-2 as we continue on the Newport Gulls Television Network. We go to the last half of the 10th inning. Season is on the line for the North Adams SteepleCats here at Joe Wolf Field. They'll have due up for them in the last of the 10th. Heart of the order, Watt, Sensing, and Kraft. The Gulls have their closer on the mound, Griffin Bailey. They lead it 3-2. They took the lead in the top half of the inning. Bailey leads the team in saves this season as their main closer. He'll have to face the heart of the order here. Watts on the night, sacrifice fly and a run batted in. He's over 2. And a sacrifice bunt as well. Bailey looks in. A right-handed pitcher gets a sign from McGill. The delivery. Fastball missing, ball 1. SteepleCats are on their feet now in their dugout. Trying to rally there, the rally cap's on. It worked for the Gulls, the pitch. In there for a strike, even at 1-1 in the playoffs. Griffin Bailey has no ERA, no record in 1 appearance. He recorded a save in one inning of work. He gave up a hit. Facing 3 batters. The pitch. Missing outside, 2-1. In the regular season, Griffin Bailey had a 2.36 ERA, 2-3 in 18 appearances of relief, recorded 7 saves. Is 2-1, swinging a fisted foul back over the light tower behind the main grandstand and out of play. Bailey, 4th in the league in saves behind Fields, Murray, and Van Needham. 2-2 the count. He looks in. Watts is ready. Bailey comes to the set. His pitch. Low ball 3. Count full to Watts after him sensing, then Kraft. The SteepleCats must win this game to advance to Game 3 tomorrow. Their season on the line. The Gulls trying to close them out. The Newport Gulls have won 7 games straight. Looking for an 8th straight victory here tonight. We're in the 10th inning. Last half the 10th at Joe Wolf Field. From the set, Bailey. The payoff pitch. Swing and a high fly ball in the right field deep. The right fielder, Kyle Lincoln, now center field. Scott Brown puts him away about 15 feet shy of the warning track for the inning's first out. Nathan sensing the bat now in this 2005 NECBL Southern Division Championship Series. 1 man out. Bailey sets and deals. Fastball right down the middle, a called strike. Sensing 0 for 3 in the night. 0 for 4 tonight, actually. 2 fly outs, a foul out, and a ground out. The pitch. Low ball 1. Griffin Bailey on the mound now. Right-handed pitcher. He's ready, working quickly here in the 10th. The 1-1 delivery. Strike called down the middle. It's 1-2. Bailey out of Lexington, Kentucky. Goes to the University of Louisville. He's ready now. The pitch. Just missed outside. Two and two, the count evens up. Sensing at the plate. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Oh, strike 3. Strike 3. I apologize. And the North Adams SteepleCats are down to their last out. Here comes Ryan Kraft. Kraft will be their last hope. They trail it by a run. 3-2 the score. Here in the last of the 10th. Griffin Bailey looks in. Kraft has a single in the night. He's 1 for 4. From the set to the belt to the plate. Fastball missing outside. Ball 1. 1-0. Outfield back. Infield squared away for the Newport Gulls. They've won 7 straight. Looking to go to the LCS yet again. The 1-0. Swing, a high fly ball in the left center field. The left fielder out there. Burnham puts the ball game away, and the Newport Gulls defeat the North Adams SteepleCats by a final score. The Newport Gulls 3, the North Adams SteepleCats 2 here in extra innings in the last of the 10th. A 1-2-3 inning for Griffin Bailey. And the Newport Gulls win it tonight. The final score, Newport Gulls 3, the North Adams SteepleCats 2. For the second time in the postseason, the Gulls have swept the series after shutting out the Danbury Westerners on Wednesday, 8-0, taking that series 2-0. They defeated the SteepleCats last night, 7-1 at Cardines, and to win the ball game here today, 3-2 the final score. Newport has taken 5 straight games from North Adams going back into the regular season. Their season comes to an end. It was a very hard-fought season for the SteepleCats. They did earn the right to come here. Very hard. A very high price was paid for them to get here into the Southern Division Championship Series as the Gulls line up now to shake hands with these Cats, who have put up a very good battle here tonight. 1 run in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th for the Cats, 1 in the 3rd for the Gulls, 1 in the 5th for the Gulls. They took the lead 2-1. The Cats came right back in the 7th, 2-2, and in the 10th, the Newport Gulls took the lead 3-2. We'll be back with the post-game show next as we continue on the Newport Gulls Television Network. once again at Joe Wolf Field in North Adams, Massachusetts. The Newport Gulls have won the 2005 NECBL Southern Division Championship for the second straight year. Newport Gulls, of course, won the championship last year from the River Point Royals, interstate rivals who folded after that season. Newport Gulls win it tonight from the North Adams SteepleCats by a final score of 3-2. Totals for the SteepleCats: 2 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors committed, and 6 left on base. They struck out 5. For the Newport Gulls, 3 runs on 9 hits, 8 left on base, 1 error. Newport Gulls pitching struck out 9 batters. Needham gets the loss. Travis Webb with the victory. And Griffin Bailey gets his second save of the postseason. Newport Gulls win it tonight by a final score. The Newport Gulls 3 and the North Adams SteepleCats 2. The SteepleCats, who had a very long season, had a lot of injuries, a very tough trip to get to this season, and a very tough loss for them tonight. Their season comes to an end. The Newport Gulls will go on to the League Championship Series and face either the Keene Swamp Bats or the Vermont Mountaineers. In just 2 days, they'll have an off day tomorrow as they return back to Newport later on in the morning. Newport Gulls win it tonight, 3-2 on the field. The post-game wrap-up next as we continue on the Newport Gulls Television Network. And back here once again at Joe Wolf Field in North Adams, Massachusetts. Happy to be joined by Newport Gulls player of the game, Zach Clem. Zach, thank you for joining us here.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Zach, 2 singles tonight, including the game-winning, eventually, RBI single in the top of the 10th inning. Tell us about that one.
Well, it was just late in the game. I was just looking for a good pitch to drive. I don't know. Just swinging at the first one I was swinging.
Lovely. Here once again, one final time at Joe Wolf Field here in North Adams, Massachusetts. Unfortunately, our power was cut there for a moment in our post-game interview. I apologize, folks, so we couldn't have for you the remainder of our interview with Zach Clem. However, he was our Newport Gulls player of the night. We thank him for joining us for that question in our post-game show. Newport Gulls win tonight by a final score of 3-2 in extra innings, thanks in part to that RBI single in the top of the 10th inning by Clem. The North Adams SteepleCats behind me right now, putting an end to their season. They'll be heading back home in a couple of days all across the country. The North Adams SteepleCats put up an incredible fight this season, and a lot has to go to them for that. They had to go through a lot of injuries, a lot of tough times, buses breaking down, no air conditioning on the bus on the ride to Manchester during the playoffs on a 95-degree day. I was told about that by their GM. A lot of difficult days this season. They always came through. They came through with the win. However, just short falling tonight. Newport Gulls defeated them last night 7-1. Tonight 3-2 the final in extra innings in a very well-fought close game. North Adams SteepleCats certainly deserve to be here in the Southern Division Championships. However, the Gulls came out on top and will advance for the 4th time in 5 years to this season, the 2005 League Championship Series. We still do not have word yet of the Keene, Vermont game. Newport Gulls will be playing either the Keene Swamp Bats from New Hampshire, or the Vermont Mountaineers on Monday. Newport Gulls win it tonight by a final score of 3-2, thanks in part once again to the RBI single in the 10th inning by Zach Clem. Let's pause a moment and thank those who made this incredible away broadcast possible. The executive producer of Newport Gulls Baseball is Steve Andre. Our director for this evening, doing an incredible job, my brother, Tom Lima. Our associate producer and cameraman tonight, and also our driver, who still has a long drive home ahead of us, Ray Ballard Sr. I'm Nick Lima, bringing you this game from Joe Wolf Field in North Adams, Massachusetts. The Newport Gulls are 2005 Southern Division champions and have defeated the North Adams SteepleCats, who will be going home shortly. Newport wins it tonight, 3-2 the final score. They play the LCS starting on Monday. We're not sure at which field we'll be bringing that game to you yet. We'll find out tomorrow, because the Keene Swamp Bats still have one more game to play against the Vermont Mountaineers. I'm being told right now that the Keene Swamp Bats did in fact win their game tonight, so they'll be playing a decisive Game 3 tomorrow night at Keene, in Keene, New Hampshire. So it'll be up to Vermont to defeat them. If not, Newport Gulls will be meeting Keene for the 3rd time in 5 years in the LCS. So we could be in New Hampshire on Monday. We could be in Newport at Cardines Field. We'll see. The Gulls get an off day tomorrow. Our next broadcast will be the Game 1 of the 2005 NECBL League Championships on Monday. Newport Gulls win tonight, 3-2. I'm Nick Lear, bringing you this game. Until our next broadcast, so long, everybody.
that moment. One pitch, one swing. You see it in slow motion. You count every scene. And keep your eye. Well, buddy, keep your eye on the dream. First base, second base. Go for third, called safe. Well, home plate's 90 feet, but you could steal it in a heartbeat. Keep your eye. Well, buddy, keep your eye on the dream. Every small town, red dirt diamond's got a piece of your pride. Every crack of the bat makes you feel like a kid inside. Quarry dogs and SteepleCats, twisters, ghosts, swamp bats, Mainers, Toots, and Mountaineers, silkworms, Westerners, Giants, All-Americans.